Welcome back, everyone, to Haven of Horror. As always, I am subject. I have Robert the Shill Wild and Noah, the first to get eaten by the dinosaurs, Torgo.
I'm the
Uh,
lawyer?
yeah.
No, you're the guy in the opening scene who's eaten by the raptor.
That's the opening. That's not the
Oh,
movie.
he's the blood-sucking lawyer.
Plus,
Uh,
I think the lawyer has a better death scene, so I think I'd rather.
you heard it here, folks. Noah wants to go out on the toilet.
I mean, that's a memorable death scene, is it not?
That's true. It's probably a
So
quicker death.
if you haven't noticed, oh wait a minute. All right, if you haven't noticed from the background, Robert's hat, the thumbnail, the video description, Robert's shrine.
Everything.
We're doing a commentary on Spielberg's best movie, Jurassic Park, from 1993. I was a year old when this movie came out.
Oh my god.
And it's really interesting looking at the 90s because this happens and Power Rangers is right around the same time. So like just completely coincidental, dinosaurs are everywhere.
Dinosaurs are real big in the
Yeah.
90s. That is
Yeah.
true.
And then we never capitalized on that outside of those two franchises.
Nope.
And even Power Rangers
I-
gets rid of the dino theme. But that was more because just the different Sentai footages. So Robert, when did you first see Jurassic Park?
Yeah, I was definitely a kid. I don't remember how old I was, but it's a very distinct memory because I was at my late aunt's house, and her and her husband had like a big movie collection. I remember watching it there. It was a really cool experience seeing that for the first. So just one of those like, oh my god, this is amazing. I don't think I knew much about it going in. I may have seen bits on TV before that, but immediately became one of my favorite movies. Got it on DVD, and then not too long after that, saw the rest of the trilogy when this used to just be a trilogy.
And then you went, oh God, they
Uh,
made more.
yeah. Oh, they did.
Uh,
But I'll always love this one. It's the best. It'll probably always be the best one. It is what it is.
yeah, I mean, at this point, the only thing you can do to top this is, and this is what at this point, all I want is reboot, do a, closer to the book adaptation. Speaking of, is that the book behind you?
So this is actually, I had this when I was child. This might have been my older brother's actually, because he's also, I mean, he was a kid when this movie came out, so he's a massive Jurassic Park fan. So
I didn't
this
realize
is
that was a book.
This is the junior novelization.
How
This
does
is not
that
the
work?
Crichton novel. It's just adapting the movie. It's not
Weird. But Robert,
it used to be popular.
I know it's just weird because it's based on a book. I was
Even
talking
the
about the one with the white on it.
Well, that is Michael Crichton, but it's not the book. It's actually the audiobook. I listened to this when I'm a kid.
Oh,
Boo!
And
wow.
oh, are you anti-audiobook? Is that what we're
I
finding out today?
I I don't
Yeah, he
hate
is
them.
anti-audiobook.
They don't do anything for me. I listened to the first two Harry Potters on audiobook and then I realized I retained none of it.
This certainly left an impression. I listened to this a total of one time, and I remember some parts pretty distinctly. Basically, not everything, but a lot of the stuff that isn't in the movie is what really stuck with me. Like a lot of the stuff up top. This is obviously the book is a lot darker
Yeah.
and more violent than the movie is,
I
which
love
I'm
Book
sure will
Hammond.
come up.
He's so funny.
He's a terrible person, but yeah, at some point I need to sit down and just read that book because even listening to this, it's been 20
Who
years at
reads
this
that?
point.
And is that on cassette tape?
Read by John Hurd.
They
John
do move in
Hurd?
herds.
Not John Hurt, who is Hurd John Hurd, American actor.
That name sounds familiar.
He's in The Sopranos. That's why you know him.
Oh, okay, that's
Wait, does
He's
that mean
been-
that everybody talks in like a Sopranos accent? Hey, yo, we're going to Jurassic Park.
Hey, where's the gabagool?
Oh, he's fuck, I don't remember this. He's Peter McAllister in the Home Alone movies. Okay.
Which one is
Oh
that?
shit.
That's the dad.
That's the dad, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's
No,
in The
looking at him right now,
Sopranos
Did you
too.
yeah,
know
I
that was him?
definitely
Yeah, about Jonah Hearn.
I recognize him.
R.I.P. He died several years ago, but I like
Oh,
him in the
that's
Home Alone
unfortunate.
movies. So
Yeah.
yeah, had no idea that was him. So glad
Is
you
that?
mentioned it.
Are those like cassettes?
Yeah, dude. This is a
Is that?
that's what I had to work
Yeah.
with here.
Wow.
Do you have a way to still listen to that?
I don't think so. Like, I probably have an old cassette, like somewhere, like in a box.
No,
God
it's
knows
Yeah.
if
super
it
cool
still
you have that
works.
though.
Yeah, it's
No,
just a
that's
nice
cool.
little prop thing to have.
I have read the book 2 or 3 times, but it's been like 15, 20 years at this point.
Hmm.
So I don't remember a lot of it. Noah, do you know anything about the book version of characters?
I know that Hammond is
An
supposed to
asshole.
be like a real asshole, like actually evil in that. And I know that it's a more violent.
So
That's
with
all I know about the book.
Hammond, from memory, the big thing with Hammond, it's not so much that he's evil, it's he's the stereotypical rich guy, and his entire arc in that book is maintaining that nothing that is happening is his fault, to the point that he's doing
Okay.
that as the compies are killing him, because the Lost World takes his death from the book and adapts it in that movie and gives it to Peter Stormare.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay,
because we
so
talked about this during Jaws. That is the most
Mhm.
like farmed book for content. They have made
Yeah.
7 movies out of that one book.
Even Fallen Kingdom using the volcano. It's like, oh yeah, wasn't there a volcano in the book? Was that? Yeah,
Think
let's do that.
so? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because so
Wow.
like because I don't really like I don't consider any of the world movies real adaptations, because at this point
Mhm.
they're just making movies with a name on it. But they all do
Yeah.
pull at least one scene. Like the birdcage scene from 3 is in the book.
Okay. Oh, so there's a lot
um,
of stuff that they didn't adapt in the first movie.
Yeah, they're not pterodactyls in the book, but they are
no,
some type
it's
of winged
and
creatures.
do you remember in the Lost World where the status quo is that little girl is attacked by dinosaurs?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the beginning of the first book. So
Oh,
like it goes
okay.
all the way back.
Um, I actually do know about the scene with the baby first book.
Okay.
That's pretty messed up.
Yeah. All right. Let's get started. We're watching Spielberg's best movie. And is everybody at timestamp 0?
Yes.
In
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, play. And as always, super chats on YouTube are available and will be given priority reading. We appreciate any support you can give. It's not necessary, of course. We're here to watch Jurassic Park.
So I will say right off the bat, this is maybe Spielberg's third or fourth best movie,
Oof.
but
No,
it's a perfect movie.
it
So
is a
that just
perfect
goes
film.
to show how great of a catalog that this man has.
And I want to say I see Lost World first, because I see Lost World
Okay.
in theaters, and the T-Rex scared the shit out of me, because I was 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But I still remember I got this movie on VHS tape as a Valentine's Day present from my grandma, and I watched it a
No.
lot. I was like, "This is the coolest thing I've ever seen."
Yeah, well, when I'm a little kid, it's primarily like Batman movies and cartoons on VHS that I'm watching over and over again, and a couple Disney movies and stuff. But this is a very early one I remember like seeing for the first time when I'm 8 or 9 years old. And then once I get it on DVD, just watching it over and over again. I got a lot of use
Robert,
out of that DVD.
I don't remember. Is this raptor scene taken from the book, or is this made
I
up?
don't I don't think so. I think correct us if we're wrong in the live chat. Either this is made up for the movie or it's something that just happens off screen. Like it
Okay.
might be mentioned in the book that like, oh yeah, one of our workers got messed up.
Because I remember the inciting incident is the dinosaurs getting off the island. That's why he has to invite these people to this island and do this whole inspection. I think it is from memory, it is narratively a little clunky here. Like shareholders are just worried, so he invites a paleontologist.
But doesn't tell them what they're getting into.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, the Raptors are a big part of the book, but both the Raptors and the T-Rex, I think, are each beefed up a little bit for the movie because
They're
the puppies and everything were
monsterized
cut out.
for
Yeah, and just given more focus, since there are other creatures in the book that are cut out.
Adam
Hello,
March
Adam
asks,
March.
"Is this chaos theory?" This is chaos theory.
That's chaos theory.
Chaos theory.
Joffrey, you doing all right? Maybe. Also, this tells you this is the type of thing CinemaSins people will point at and be like, "This is so inefficient. What are these people stupid?" Yes, this is called foreshadowing. It's
Yep.
like these people don't know what they're doing and are making mistakes, and there are consequences. This is telling you what's going to happen for the rest of this movie.
Now I do have a
it's almost
question,
like
and
the
this is a
idea
little
of
cinema sinsy, because that is a raptor. What is lifting him?
Well, I think the idea is like it's like biting his leg and just play it. I think it's just kind of heightened for dramatic effect, but
it's
it's
a
like
really
it's
strong
pulling
raptor.
Yeah, it's a really strong
I
raptor.
really like the hunter guy, and I'm
Muldoon.
sad that I've never seen him in anything else. Had much
he's great.
foreshadowing, a wild idea. Yeah, we've forgotten what that means in modern movies, but
Right. Yeah, it's almost like the whole point of this movie is that a dinosaur theme park is a
bad idea.
Yeah.
What's
Well,
a bad idea?
That's one thing I want to talk to you guys about this. That's kind of interesting viewing this now as an adult. Can you guys relate to this where it's like when you're a kid watching this movie, do you remember just being caught up in the whimsy of it and like, oh my god, dinosaurs, it's fucking awesome. And then as an adult, you're like, oh no, this is like a really shoddily put together park with so many mistakes made. And
I definitely picked up on that more as I got
Yeah,
older.
I mean, this is a movie that, as a kid, is just like an adventure film. Then you're older, and you're like, oh, this is like a morality tale. Like this is horrifying. The one thing as a kid that I think is weird that I was kind of obsessed with is Muldoon's shotgun, the one that has like the arm that unfolds. I thought that was really cool. I was like, I want one of those.
Have you guys ever seen the original teaser trailer for this movie?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
It's not literally this scene, but it's the gist of the scene of it's just people digging and finding the frozen or the sap with the mosquito, where it's like, oh, what are they digging for? What's going on? Like it's just one of those really cool classic teaser trailers that doesn't show you any dinosaurs or give you a lot of information. It's just Jurassic Park. It's important shit.
This is something that never comes back in any of the sequels. The amber and with like the bug in it, or the sap, sorry. We never touch on this again.
But John, the old guy in Fallen Kingdom, also had a cane with the sap and the amber, like Hammond had.
Adam Arch says the only bad idea was trusting Wayne Knight to accomplish something. I mean, he's not wrong. Like, I think this park would have fallen apart either way, but it wouldn't have happened the way it did without Nedry.
Was that Newman?
Now, I will say there is one scene that I think you could say is cinema cincy, but there's a bit with the T-Rex attack that I think is a legitimate movie mistake, and we'll get there.
Yes, that has always confused me.
Listen, there's no such thing as a perfect movie, but this movie gets pretty damn close.
Yeah, no. Well, it's this and Evil Dead 2.
Yeah, those are two of the perfect movies.
Those are the height of cinema.
And if we would just put Bruce Campbell in a Jurassic Park movie, you'd have a
dude. If Bruce Campbell was Alan Grant, this would be like the movie of the century.
Nah, but I love Sam Neill.
No, he's so good. And it doesn't matter what I see him in, he's always going to be Alan Grant. Which is one of the things I was excited for when 3 was announced. Because as much as I like 2, you and I are big fans of 2. Alan Grant's always been my favorite character in this movie. And I was sad he didn't come back, and then we got a sequel with him, and it's pretty good.
I had the exact same thing. I've become a much bigger Malcolm fan growing up. than I was when I was a kid. When I was a kid, Grant was definitely my favorite. So when I was a kid, I liked 3 more because that one Alan Grant gets to come back. So I did the exact same thing. I also remember listening to the audiobook and when Grant shows up and it describes him having a big beard. I was like, that's not like the movie.
Yeah. Adam Arch says Jurassic Park is the definition of the perfect blockbuster. He's right.
Yeah.
Uh,
This
Sam
is
Neill,
also
because Grant
this
is a
is
reinvention. Robert, or no, I don't know if you know this in the book. And Robert, correct me if I'm wrong, but in the book, he just is who Sam Neill will, or who Grant will become at the end of this movie. You know, he's a very nice and warm person that just like likes dinosaurs, likes kids. So we kind of give him this character arc. But Sam Neill just has this like delivery of sarcasm that he always sounds sarcastic, and it's great.
yeah. No, he's so good in this movie. That's interesting though that they made the protagonist a little bit not darker, but a little bit more flawed, and then
Mhm.
they gave more dimension to Hammond.
No, because the book is more. I like Crichton a lot. There was a period before I really got into King that he was my favorite author. Crichton is a lot about the science. He doesn't write
Yeah.
Okay,
books for character arcs and growth. He is writing about science.
interesting.
And the first like 3 or 4 chapters of Jurassic Park are really hard to get into because it is just a bunch of scientific technobabble.
Yeah. The part I remember from the opening is the bit with the baby, which is horrifying. And that shit stuck with me. And then a lot of science talk that
Yeah.
is kind of in one ear out the
No,
other.
it took me like 3 tries to get through that book because it just goes on, and it's all very technical. Like he knows what he's talking about. At least I assume. I don't know any better that he doesn't. Tyler, have you guys seen Rebirth? We have not. I'll
I have.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's right. You have.
I have.
But
It's all
he's not
right.
going to spoil it for us.
I will not spoil it for you. I will just say it is a Jurassic Park sequel,
That's not true. It's a Jurassic World sequel.
which are sequels to Jurassic Park. Anyway, I think you could expect it to be more in line with the Jurassic Park sequels than the previous Jurassic World trilogy.
Oh, good. I love this bit. They smell. Babies smell.
I love that our introduction to our main character is him traumatizing a kid.
It's so good. And then of course, no, this is the first movie I see Laura Dern in.
Same.
Um,
Later, I'll see that another side to her career when she's in a lot of David Lynch movies, but this is the first thing I
well,
see her in.
so I have a really interesting trajectory with her as an actress because I see this, and then I see The Last Jedi, which is the complete like opposite, and then I go back and then I see like stuff with Lynch that she did with
Yeah.
Lynch. So very highs and lows with Laura Dern.
Yeah, she's not terrible in The Last Jedi, but
She's
that
in
movie's
a lot,
flawed.
lots
Tyler,
of
I
different
just
ties.
realized Robert changed for the review. He's putting in the job application for when the part comes out.
That's
All
true.
you did was put on a
I'd love to
hat,
work.
didn't you?
Don't tell
I
me.
guess that's technically changing. He
And
changed his look.
for what they're going for, this is we use this as a joke a lot, but it's a family picture. Help me out here. What's Hammond's actor's name?
Richard
Richard
Attenborough.
Attenborough.
Yeah, he's perfect for this role. For the role
Another
they're going
director
for.
too.
Yeah. Also, yeah, that's what's funny. At this point in time, at least like by adults, I think he's known more as a filmmaker than an actor. And then to an entire generation of
Yeah.
people on,
He's
he's the
Hammond.
Jurassic Park guy. He's Hammond. Yeah, that's the thing he's remembered for now.
Yeah, it was really funny when I was a teenager. One of my friends showed me this war movie he directed. I think A Bridge Too Far, I think is what it's called. And I was like, wait a minute, this movie was directed by John Hammond? That's crazy.
Oh, Adam Much, thank you. I forgot because 4 and 5 are the same movie. The kid that Alan traumatizes is Alice's unborn child from Nightmare on Elm Street 5.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
That weird, ugly kid.
I wasn't gonna say it.
What?
Oh,
That's why I cast him.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Oh, you're so mean.
So okay,
He's like 45 now. He's fine.
do you,
Let's bully this 45-year-old.
Robert? Do you remember, is Sattler also a plant scientist in the book, or are
I
they just both
believe so.
paleontologists?
I think they both are. I remember her being into plant stuff in the book because, like, the bit. It's weird because it's kind of trimmed out, but we still keep the payoff to where she's in the Jeep looking at the leaf and is like, "This shouldn't be here. This is extinct. This doesn't make sense." I think that bit's in the book, but I could be misremembering.
Yes, it is,
We'll get there when we
because
get there.
the thing in the book is they have that whole thing with that like amino acid, and that's supposed to be controls them. Hugo Strange, we'll talk about it later. But they find out that there's these plants that have that amino acid that they need, and they've been eating that to survive and get off the island. Um, but I feel like she's just the plant scientist in this for that sick Jurassic uh,
Triceratops.
Triceratops. Good lord, scene that goes nowhere.
Well, it's a way to separate her from the main group.
Yeah, but I've always felt like they were building up a subplot there. You know, like what's making the dinosaurs sick, and then they just
I think that's just another. Oh, these people are incompetent. They really don't know
okay.
what they're doing.
That's possible, yeah. Plus, I mean, it is a
Here,
cool scene, the whole Triceratops.
here we have Dodson, everyone's favorite character.
Nobody
Question mark.
cares.
Guys,
Hey.
it's the villain of Jurassic World, Dominion.
Who
That's
had to
not
be
Richard
recast.
Parker.
Yeah, who was
This is a
recast
scene
with
I quote a lot, though. Dotson, we got Dotson here.
John,
Nobody cares.
I think this was like an early, like, for me, oh, I've seen this actor in another thing, and like that's fucking with my brain. Because I believe I first see Wayne Knight in Space Jam when I'm a little
Also
kid.
see him in
So
Space Jam
So
first.
seeing him in this was like, this is weird. Like,
Yeah. And to this day, I think
Yeah.
those are the two movies that I remember most for, is this and Space Jam.
yeah, well, and for me, it would also be the Toy Story 2.
That's right.
See, I haven't,
He's
I
Al.
haven't, I've only seen Toy Story 2 like 3 times.
Yeah, and
I don't go
he's
back to
the
that one.
voice of Zurg in the Buzz Lightyear cartoon show, which is
Oh.
really weird, but he's
Did
great.
not know that. That's strange.
Yeah.
Adam
course, I
Arch's
mostly know him as
Cameron
Newman from
Thor is
Seinfeld.
the true villain. I don't know what that means. As a kid, I always wanted this, the shaving cream can.
Yeah.
But what he's about to do to this pie is disgusting.
It is. Well, when I was a kid, I didn't know what that was. I was like, oh yeah, I don't know.
I only knew of that because that is the brand of shaving cream that my grandpa used. So I knew that was shaving cream. I was like, he just put that on a pie. Like, somebody's gonna
And
eat that.
if I'm correct, it's not until like the third Jurassic World movie where we do like an actual ad campaign with Barbasol.
Oh, I don't
That
know.
took a while. I think
I was a year
like
old when this movie came out. I don't know what they did. Oh, Cameron Thor is Dotson.
So I just
yeah.
Okay.
I just googled him. Yeah. Okay.
So you two
that's why he was recast in Jurassic World.
so you two dig up dinosaur bones. One of the most iconic weird laughs. Like, nobody laughs like that. Although I believe Jeff Goldblum laughs like that.
Yes.
I fucking love Jeff Goldblum in this movie.
And John, so I mentioned earlier how listening to the audiobook, I got to Grant and he's got like a beard and everything. I'm like, that's not like the movie. When Malcolm shows up, it's like 1-to-1. It was like, well, that's just
Well, and it's
the same
funny
guy.
because I think if you cast someone else, then it is going to be a reinvention. They just so happen to cast somebody that could be Book Malcolm.
Right. Like, he could not be more spot on.
That's right, Adam Arch. I have been shaving since I was 4.
Yeah, and at this point, with where we are with the Jurassic World franchise, I'm with you. I'm more open to a reboot of this and going back to the book. The main problem there is just casting. These are some big shoes to fill. That's gonna be the.
Well, I mean, we're seeing that with Harry Potter now. It's like, yeah, you're announcing these casts, but it feels wrong.
It's weird.
So, but my big thing with them doing a more straight up adaptation of the book is based on what I know happens in that book. I don't think they would do that. I don't
They
think that they
never
would
will,
put out
but
an.
like that's what I want. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah, it would be cool to see that. I don't think that that Universal put out an R-rated Park movie.
It'd be cool if
Maybe
they
like
tried.
So,
maybe like a streaming series though.
Noah, do you know about the big difference with Malcolm in this movie versus the book?
I know that he dies.
Yes, but it's really funny because so he dies, and then Spielberg and I think Universal pressure Crichton to write the sequel,
Yeah,
so he retcons it in the book,
yeah.
and
He's
then
like,
so
no,
they
I'm
bring
alive.
him back in the movie,
I'm not
and then
dead.
Spielberg only uses like half of that book.
I was gonna say, like, doesn't he barely adapt that book?
Yeah, at the very least.
No, the book is
Also,
weird because like Malcolm wants to go back to the island. He has to walk with a cane because of
Mhm.
the attack from the T-Rex.
oh my God! Look, we actually went somewhere real. That's nice.
Uh,
I,
Robert,
Remember
I'm gonna start
locations?
charging you of $1 every time you say something about filming on location.
He's right though, John.
Tyler, would you do it with a miniseries or another movie?
Ah,
In this day and age, a miniseries, the problem is I've seen streaming miniseries. They either get cut to shit for money, or are too short or too long.
also, there's like this weird meta thing going on with this movie that's also weirdly fortuitous with what it became. Like, there's something really surreal watching this as a kid, seeing like merchandise and logos and stuff from the thing you're watching in the actual
Yeah.
movie.
Well, and
But
this is a pet peeve of mine, but we change the home media logo like every few years. Like the one on Peacock right now is red with silver text. It's looks
yeah.
like the Jurassic Park 3 logo, and I hate it.
hmm
And stop. I don't care that there's more world movies at this point. It's the Jurassic Park franchise. Stop rebranding it.
I think that's just the
Uh,
name that we're stuck with now because we've kind of soft rebooted with the new movie, sticking to the world title.
Yeah.
Ian Malcolm
But
survives because it's chaos theory. And Amarge
yeah.
says, keep telling him things are filmed on location, Robert. John needs to learn that not every movie is Attack of the Clones. Every movie would
That
be
is my
better if
favorite
it was
movie.
Attack of Clones.
I have to say that like this is really impressive green screen work for 1993.
No, yeah, that's the big thing is like this movie is a technical masterpiece. Just
Hmm.
none of the dinosaurs from memory look bad.
Noah, take your glasses off. Yeah, do the same. Do the bit.
Do the thing.
Wait, because he's not doing it yet. Okay, here we go.
Oh my God! It's like I'm looking at Sam Neill.
I love
feel
that
like
he
I
just
look
No,
like
really good.
grabs her head and like turns it to look at the
so
dinosaur.
good. And John, this is the bit I was talking about where when they're driving there, you see a shot of this in the trailer where you actually see her grab that leaf.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
looking at it. So we cut that bit on out for some reason, but then you get like she's just holding this giant leaf in the Jeep. It always confused me. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think that bit is from the book. And
No,
even if
this looks amazing.
it still looks good, like it's not perfect, but
Okay,
it's so
yeah.
well framed. The build up.
No, so when I was a kid, I was always of the opinion that this is the best example or this is the most impressive like integration of practical and CGI I've ever seen. Now I can tell where the CGI is, but it looks great for the time. Like I can't
Yeah.
Yeah.
nitpick that.
Yeah, if anything that's hurt is just age. Like
Right.
they didn't cheap out on this.
And the more you look at the Brontosaurus, the more you can see kind of some janky, limited movements. But if you're looking at everything else going on in the frame, it all works together. Again, it's still a really well directed sequence, and the lighting's good.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt there.
Well, and there's a bit later with the T Rex running outside when it eats like the Gallimimus or whatever, where I'm like, why does this look like it's CGI? It's in broad daylight, and I'm like, why does this look better than the Jurassic World movies? Like that bit still looks really good.
That's what happens when you go from Steven Spielberg to Colin Trevorrow.
Oh,
Adam Arch, is this Spielberg's best blockbuster in your opinion? Maybe Jaws. I think objectively it's Raiders, even if I prefer others personally. I think this is Spielberg's best film, period, personally.
I said last week that I think Jaws is his best film.
Like, look at
but
that. That's insane.
it's so good.
yeah.
But this is still in my top 5. This is still
Mhm.
one of his best movies.
Well, no, our list would be different just because E.T. is my number 2, and I know that's not even in your top 5.
No, I don't hate that movie like Austin does, but it's not my top 5.
E.T. is peak.
Yeah, for me,
And
it's
I'm also a huge Indiana Jones fan, so that would
And I'm just not.
rank above this.
yeah, for me,
Yeah.
it's Jaws, Jurassic Park, and the Indiana Jones trilogy. I'd say are my favorite Spielberg pictures. But in terms of like a full ranking, obviously, Schindler's List I'd put pretty high, and
Mhm.
Seen that.
Saving Private Ryan I do like a lot.
It's
Okay, we
it's
get
weird.
it, nerd.
It's weird to include like his like prestige Oscar movies with
Well,
like
those
Jurassic Park.
are
Like,
Robert's favorite blockbusters.
although this was the
Adam
same year as
Arch,
Schindler's
E.T.
List.
John, really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a very long. Oh, dude, I love E.T.
It's good. I
It's
like
one of
it.
my favorite Spielberg movies.
It's a good movie.
But I also like The Lost World more than most people in this chat or call.
I like it fine. If you guys ever go to, if you guys ever go to Universal Studios in Florida, one of their like shop areas is just this activity center, like
Oh, that's so
recreated,
cool.
and it's so cool
Yeah,
to walk
it's really
around.
cool.
Robert, I had my copy of The Lost World on VHS tape had an ad. I think it's after the movie. Yes, that one, that exact one. Noah, it's the one I
Ooh.
had as a kid.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The
But
exact one. It's got John's name on it.
yeah, no, it's the exact one. No, but I mean like the same design and everything.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I
Um,
love it.
but I think it might have been after the movie, but it had like an advertisement for a water park ride at the time, and I was like, that looks terrifying, but also really cool. Yeah, like
It's pretty
they
rad.
have the T-Rex head and the waterfall bit.
Guys, they're watching Megalopolis.
Tyler, don't make me ban you.
So this is well one of those cinema sins moments, but again, I think it's part of the charm. It's like, okay, so is this how do you guys interpret this? Is this like a very special presentation he's putting on for these people for this day, or is Hammond naive and stupid enough to think that he's going to be in person giving this tour every day?
I think
I always
Hammond is naive enough to think that he's
Yeah.
going to be there to give the presentation, because that's just in
Every
line with
Yeah.
his characterization.
I always read it as that this was just the movie that he shows all guests.
Yeah.
And then
Adam
like
Arch
2 weeks in,
just
he's
says
like,
it
"Fuck,
doesn't
this is a bad
suck. It's
idea."
just so boring. It's not. It's not.
Oh no, the dinosaurs don't look as good as I remember, guys.
Oh.
Oh no.
I do remember as a kid, like as much as I love this movie, as a kid, this is where I check out a little bit for a bit.
You don't like Mr. DNA?
He's
Dinosaurs.
fine, but I don't care about the science. I didn't care about the science as a kid.
Yeah.
Dinosaur. I was too distracted by how he said dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
I do remember as a kid. I think the second time. Oh, this really sucked. By the way, I remember. I was at my brother's house. The second time I watched this, or where my brother was living, and we started this movie like way too late, and I was like, I just want to be up to get to the T-Rex bit, and I fell asleep before I got to the T-Rex bit.
Oh
I
no.
forgot it was like 45 minutes. But yeah, no, every time I rewatch this movie, like I really like the first third of it. I'm just waiting to get
For
to the
the
T-Rex part.
dinosaurs.
But now as an adult, like I don't have
It's
the problem
fine.
at all. I love the whole thing.
Yeah. That guy's playing with power.
Love the
Adam,
power glove.
whoa. Adam Arch says he is naive enough to think he'll do the presentations, just like he's naive enough to buy ice cream in ridiculous quantities.
Adam March then says dinosaurs. He reminds me of the voice, and I wonder if it's a similar voice, the same voice actor or a similar accent. But he reminds me of the guy that does the voice for the monkey at the end of every Jimmy Neutron episode. The "Hi, I'm Paul."
I'm Paul.
So this is a big point of contention for what a lot of people don't like about the Lost World, both the book and the movie. It's the retcon of having this whole other island. I don't think it's the most egregious because the what people always say is like, well, we saw them making dinosaurs on the island here, and I'm like, this is also just kind of a presentation thing going on.
So
that's a retcon that's never.
So my thing
super
is,
annoyed me.
my thing is, A, you cannot tell me they're making every dinosaur that is on this island in that little tiny ass lab.
Right.
And two,
No.
movies have done this since the dawn of time. It's world building. You make a sequel, you have to retcon something. You're going to end up retconning something.
Although it is funny how when you factor in the Jurassic World movies, like this is such a nightmare of a continuity with retcons on top of retcons.
Okay, so Noah, I'm not going to consider this a spoiler. And Robert, if you don't want to know, he doesn't have to answer this.
Oh, it's fine.
Is Rebirth on a third island, or is that an existing island?
I don't remember.
That's
God damn it.
You know what?
Noah, you had one job.
I care so little, I was not paying attention to what kind of like newer whatever island it was.
Okay, well then back to your point, Robert. I actually think the second island is a decent idea.
Yeah. Well, like that's where they worked out the kinks, and then like.
Did you really expect they hatched everything in this room like they're doing with this raptor?
Mm-hmm.
Tyler says Rebirth is in a country. Okay.
I would hope so.
Islands near the equator. So it is a third island.
Oh, this puppet's amazing.
It's so good.
This puppet's amazing.
It can't blink.
It's fine.
CinemaSins ding.
Who cares? It looks great.
You were really hung up on CinemaSins tonight.
This is like one of the worst ones I think they've done, where it's like every like plot thing that happens, they're like, "Why would they only hire one IT guy?"
Hey,
like,
look, it's
like
Hugo
it's
Strange.
Yeah, it is Hugo Strange.
I don't even think I've seen the CinemaSins on this movie, but I didn't know that there were like so many like notorious nitpicks that they've done of this one.
I mean, there's lots of stuff like that, and yeah, we just mentioned B.D. Wong as Henry Wu, greatly reduced from the book. He's a much bigger part of the book. And it's cool
eventual villain of Jurassic World, kind of.
Until he's redeemed.
Until he's not, yeah.
So, like, it's cool that they brought him back. I wish they did something better.
My question is, if you're not like us, people who watch this movie constantly or like know about the book, remember characters, do you remember who that is when you watch Jurassic World?
Right.
Adam Arch says Robert wrote the CinemaSins episode for this movie. I'd believe it.
It's true. I'd like to think that Frank Oz is like sitting under that thing.
So let me ask you this, Robert, because Ian Malcolm is the voice of reason in this. He's the one that is correct.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a mistake that he doesn't die as like part of the commentary and just how fucked this whole thing is? Or do you think it's better that he doesn't die?
I think him living is fine. I think there's a decent enough body count, because in the book he just dies from like an infection, right? It's just from his T-Rex injuries.
I don't think he makes it out of the hay. Yeah, it's the T-Rex attack, but I could be wrong.
From an infection later. I don't remember. My memory's
well, and as he famously says, that's how it starts, with the oohs and the ahs, and then there's the running and the screaming.
Sorry, while we're on the topic of CinemaSins nitpicks, Grant, how do you not recognize that holding a...
I've never seen a living, breathing one, and it's a little baby.
Yeah, do you often recognize things when you've only seen their bones? As
But
a
he studies raptors.
have you ever thought, like, for a second that the way he's holding that, he was gonna like snap its neck?
That's that is the scene I first remember seeing on TV, and I was like, "The fuck is this movie?" But it was like really captivating. And then this scene's really sad. Poor cow.
I think this seems really funny.
See, they actually fed that cow to a real dinosaur.
Yeah, they actually killed the cow.
It's like an Apocalypse Now.
So one thing I will say is, because we're gonna hard cut from the raptor eating to them getting served food. That food they are served looks disgusting, and I can't blame any of them for not wanting to eat it.
Yeah. But back to Noah's point, because I think he's wrong. I think we talked about this on, it might have been on the Geek Evolution commentary with Captain Logan. I feel like that bit came up. No, the way I've always read that scene, though, the way he delivers that line when he says, "What species is this?" Like, he suspects it's a raptor, but he needs their confirmation.
Okay.
I always read it as like, are you fucking serious? Is this a fucking raptor I'm holding?
Well,
Like,
and that would be
not-
consistent, because when Hammond says we have a T-Rex, he's like, "What?"
Yeah. To be clear, that's not a serious criticism I have with this movie, but something I thought I'd point out if we're on the topic of nitpicks.
No, I think he's suspecting at least that that's a velociraptor, but he needs.
So this is the first big
Yeah.
red flag with this park, right? You want to open this up to tourists, and you've read carnivores.
Yeah.
Because
But
this could work with a better security system if you just had docile dinosaurs, plant eaters. What
Yeah.
the hell did you think was going to happen when you brought in predators?
Yeah.
Not those predators, the other predators.
I get why you make a T-Rex, because that's the one everyone loves. You put that like on its own island that you can look at with like a telescope or binoculars and shit.
Well,
it's like, look, we made a T-Rex. Raptors.
And I mean, to their credit, like, they do gate the T-Rex paddock off well enough. Until the power goes out.
I still say no.
Yeah, but no, yeah. The meat
look
eater
very
should not have been. No, it looks disgusting. Like, what? Also, I love that this is the 90s, like, has a 90s grasp on economics. Yeah, we can charge $10,000 a day. People will pay that.
Yeah.
But we get the first of many. We spared no expense.
Spared no expense.
And here's Malcolm's best line in this movie.
And don't get me wrong, I remember thinking Malcolm was really cool in the book or in the movie when I was a kid, but it was still like, but man, dinosaurs. Like, oh, I gotta be a buzzkill.
But you wield it like a kid who just found his dad's hunting rifle. That's such a good line.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. Didn't require any discipline to attain it.
And I don't even know how much of this dialogue is lifted from the book, but
neither.
It's great.
And I'm not gonna say it's more relevant, but like, I think about this quote a lot with the current state of things.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at earlier, where it's weird seeing like the merchandising and the commentary in this movie to what this literal franchise becomes. Of you're selling it, you're selling it.
This is why this is the only good movie in the franchise.
It's not, though. We made 3 good ones, and then we kept going.
It's the only great one.
It is the only
great one.
Tyler, you also have to remember that we know now that raptors are so much closer to birds of feather and things, so Alan might be looking at thinking what I thought this was like completely different. But that's not fair. You can't retroactively apply knowledge that was gained after this movie came out and say, oh, this is what he knew. Alan would have known what we thought raptors looked like at the time.
And
You also have to
also,
remember he's looking at bones.
yeah,
If I just looked at something's bones and then I saw the real thing, I'd be like, "Is that this?" I wouldn't be able to say tell it's the same thing. Adam Arch, but dinosaurs explain everything. I mean, yeah.
yeah, and also, uh, this is not. Which is funny given how much the book is about the science, where obviously it should go without saying, like, these are not actual velociraptors.
They're
Uh,
movie
Cri-
monsters.
they're movie monsters, but they were actually based more on a different type of raptor. But Crichton was just
Yeah.
like, I like the velociraptor name better, so I used
Yeah.
that. Like, he didn't give a fuck.
Well, and
Uh,
this is a pet peeve that probably wouldn't have existed if Jurassic World hadn't come out. But Jurassic World has to have that line to explain why all the dinosaurs look different in Jurassic Park. And now it just irks the shit out of me when people are like, "Well, dinosaurs didn't really look like that." Thank you.
yo.
I
Okay,
didn't think
buddy.
this was a nature
Yeah.
documentary.
Yeah, from the get go, this is in its own fictional universe where dinosaurs are
And
very
the only
different
one on my
things.
side is the blood sucking lawyer.
Thank you.
I love that they served that, I'm assuming, expensive food, and none of them ate a bite of it.
Yeah, because it looks nasty.
Uh,
Adamar says, "Wait, these aren't actual Velociraptors? Are you also saying the T Rex isn't real?" No, the T Rex is real, but also very different from how it is portrayed in this
no,
movie.
sorry to be the ones to tell you this, but T-Rexes were actually red and mechanical, and you had to summon them with a
Oh,
power coin, and then by going, it's
oh.
morphin time.
Has
Um,
to always make everything about Power Rangers, doesn't he?
Hey,
but
the Red Ranger is the Tyrannosaurus Rex Ranger. Leave me alone.
I do think so again, just the inaccuracies of stuff like the T Rex of this are fun. Like the his eyesight's based on movement, like that's bullshit. Like, that's
But
not
it's
real.
such a cool movie monster
It's such
thing,
yeah, it's fine. It's
and I
fine.
wish
It
we were more
works.
consistent with it. Because I feel like
Eh,
we don't even bring it up by the
yeah,
time we get to World. And 3,
right.
they just have like a joke where he's like, don't move, and then everybody runs. So there a second ago, Lex was playing with like a '90s touch screen. That was adorable. Technology 30 years ago.
And she's the little kid from Tremors. If you've ever seen that
Oh,
motion picture.
Oh,
I didn't realize that.
forgot about that.
The one with the pogo stick.
Yep, that's
She
her.
should have gotten eaten in that movie.
Oh. And Tim would go on to be one of the Queen band members in the Bohemian Rhapsody movie.
Oh, I
That's
Oh,
didn't
cool.
I
see
think
that. I didn't see that movie because I heard things about that movie. I was like, oh,
It's not great.
that's lame.
no, I heard it's not great. I forgot about that though.
And they
He's
both
good
have
at
a
it though.
cameo in The Lost World.
They do.
And it took
Yeah,
me
I don't.
forever to figure out that it was the same kids because they look different.
Yeah, I think it was him who said like, "Oh yeah, the Lost World basically paid for my college tuition just for doing that one scene." So good for him.
Yeah. Adam Arch John makes everything about Power Rangers. It's true. I'm converting everyone to a Power Rangers fan. In my
I
defense,
also,
they came out at the same time. They're both about dinosaurs.
yeah, I also know that the
Okay.
actress who played Lex was upset that her character didn't get an action figure.
Oh,
Everybody else got a toy except for Lex, and she was
I
really
mean,
mad about it.
that is kind of bullshit.
Yeah, they made one for Tim. Like they should have done one for Lex. Come on.
Oh, and
I'm
Noah, because
surprised
this
they
is
made one
another
for
thing,
Tim.
and this is another thing that everybody loves to point out. Spielberg reverses them. So in the book,
Yeah.
Tim is the older sibling and the hacker, and Lex is the
Oh,
younger sibling who's like a sports girl. Um,
weird. Why did they
yeah,
change it?
I don't know. I assume he was maybe trying to like subvert some standards because that's the stereotypical thing. The older brother is like a computer hacker.
Yeah. I guess it's more interesting if the girl's into that.
Have you guys ever seen the Dennis Nedry action figure from this movie?
No.
No.
Okay, well,
Is it?
sorry for.
I hope it's the one on like it's based on him on the computer, where his mouth just like awkwardly opens and closes.
No, it's not that. This was the '90s, dude. We didn't give a fuck about
So,
accuracy.
okay, so this is a joke that to this day I still don't get. Who is Richard Kiley?
I don't know.
Because he says, we got the voice of Richard Kiley. We spared no expense. Who?
I don't know who that is. But when Malcolm said,
hold on.
"What's in
Google.
there, King Kong?"
Yeah. Okay, and then question. I'm sure I put this together, but I can't remember. Dilophosaurus is the one later that spits the goo, right?
Yes, we are
Okay.
setting that up here.
He's hiding. It's a shame that we never brought that guy back until Jurassic Plague.
Richard Kiley is an American stage actor who's also in movies such as The Little Prince.
Oh.
Good.
I don't know. I've never seen that.
No, well, I like the idea that Hammond's like the world's biggest Richard Kiley fan, and everyone else is like, I don't know.
So I don't know if you guys had this, but it blew my mind when I learned that was Samuel L. Jackson, because I maintain that does not look like him.
I was gonna bring that up because when I first saw this, I had no idea who Samuel Jackson was. But then later, when I was like an older kid, I was like, oh, this guy kind of like talks like Samuel L. Jackson, but I don't think that's him because I was used to seeing him like with the bald,
Yeah.
like his kind of like Mace Windu era.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, wait, no, that is Samuel L. Jackson. What?
So this scene kind of plays more like he's Book Hammond, like he's kind of being a dick to this guy for no reason. But that's not how Hammond acts for the rest of this movie, so I guess he just really hates this guy.
Yeah. Well, although as likable as Hammond is, he is a very flawed character. He is responsible.
No,
But,
in the movie, he never acts like he's the good guy, because you're gonna have that scene later with him and Sadler, or Sattler, which is very good.
And then the world movies just keep ruining him.
Well, if you ask the world movies, there's like 6 of him. We keep introducing a new one.
And that's a bit I want to talk about earlier, because Malcolm has that great line where it's like, well, you stood on the shoulders of geniuses, and now you're playing.
Somebody saw that line and went, there's another one out there. We can make a movie about this.
Yeah, but then in fucking Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, they're like, oh, Hammond, he was a scientist and his partner. Like, it's like, Hammond was a fucking scientist.
Hammond was not a scientist, thank you. He was a rich guy with too much money.
Exactly. So I see that Adam Archer responded to it, but I did put in the Discord the Dennis Nedry action figure, who looks just like he does in the
100%. Yeah.
Slimmed him down just a little bit. Gave him cool sunglasses. Yeah, it's Nedry.
Yeah. What is that he has with him?
Yeah, it's like a squirt gun. You put water in it. Yeah.
You remember that scene, John, when he squirts the dinosaur?
No.
Hey, at least they gave him a little Dilophosaurus. Like, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's something. No, it's just like those Aliens movie action figures where like Ripley and everyone are wearing outfits that they don't wear in the movie.
Well, this isn't quite the same thing, but it reminds me of the Batman and Robin toy commercials where there'd be just a bunch of like bat suits and cars that he does not have in that movie.
Exactly.
Adamar says Sam Jackson looks older in this movie than he does for the next 20 years. Yeah. Well, especially because as a kid, I see this after, of course, but my like, I don't know, go-to like picture of Sam Jackson is the prequels. And he looks different there because he's bald and doesn't have any facial hair.
Yeah, the first thing I see him in is probably as Mace Windu, but then when I see this movie, I just don't connect that that's the same guy.
Yeah.
And then in the Marvel movies is when I have a better idea of who he is.
Yeah.
So like really recognizing him and stuff.
This should be their first clue that like this park is unpredictable at best, because if this was a real tour, I'm on that tour and all the dinosaurs are hiding, I'm asking for a refund. Like,
yep.
That's exactly what Ian Malcolm was saying.
Hell yes. Do you have any dinosaurs in your dinosaur park?
If
And then
this isn't a meme, it should be, of Hammond just with his hands like this and
really,
just putting something else on the TV.
That's a GIF. That's definitely a
that is
GIF. I've seen
definitely a
that
gift.
before.
Well, and funnily enough, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy in 30 years when they make the sixth one of these, and there's no dinosaurs in their dinosaur movie.
There is in the
Uh,
extended cut.
Adam Arch, Attack of the Clones, and Power Rangers. We get it. Listen, I did not name a specific prequel. You did, and he's in the
No, but
Phantom Menace. I would have seen him there first.
yeah, but we all know Attack of the Clones is your favorite.
I mean, it is the best Star Wars movie objectively.
Yeah. No, I didn't agree to that.
Yes, you did. You just did. You heard it here, folks. Noah is a fan of the Attack of the Clones.
He also at least gets an action scene in that. In Phantom Menace, what is he?
Yeah.
He just sits in
He
a
just
room.
sits there. So as a kid, this really confused me. I was like, "What are you? What? What are you doing?"
As an adult, this confuses me.
He's just talking
Noah
about
is
it.
confused by flirting.
What are these two humans doing? Why are they socializing?
This
Yeah,
always
this
made me
is
laugh,
like
though. See, nobody could have predicted that Grant would jump out of a moving vehicle.
You know, I am all alone in this car.
Adam Arch, he is in the
especially
Phantom Menace, but that movie is too good. What does that mean?
oh.
What?
I wonder how many of those air fresheners they made for this movie. Like that's
7.
a prop I'd love to own.
Yeah.
That's chaos theory.
And
That-
also like that just seems so novel at the time, like the idea of like the rock star scientist, like probably Michael Crichton's
Now we
like,
can't
fantasy
get away from
stand-up
it.
character.
Yeah, now it's like we can't get
Yeah.
away from it. But so to your point as well, Robert, where this whole thing is just so poorly designed. They don't have a locking mechanism on these tourist cars.
Yeah.
Uh,
You know how like you go on the Universal Studios tour, you could just open it and just walk out and
yeah. Listen, I know that Tim is a cool like character by the end of this movie. During this scene, I want somebody to kick him into the T-Rex paddock.
Grant is about ready to do that right now.
And also, we should
It's a
mention
very different movie.
Yeah, these are great kid actors, especially for the 90s.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You didn't find kid actors this good very often. It's a shame they didn't go on to have bigger careers. I love this Triceratops. I think it looks awesome.
It's great.
Unfortunately, I think this is really the only love gets throughout this whole
What?
franchise. It's just
You
This
cut
is really
out
the
for like
only,
a
like-
big chunk of that.
Can you hear me still?
Yeah.
This is like the only representation throughout this whole franchise.
A good representation of what?
This is as shoddy as the park. Oh god. This is a
Hold on.
disaster.
I'm gonna have to jump out.
Oh no.
Adam Arch says, I don't think anyone described him as a cool character, John. I think the ascot disagrees with you, Adam
Hey,
Arch.
to
He
be
is rocking
fair,
that ascot.
he gets the really cool scene with the raptors where he tricks them into the freezer.
Yeah. Lex gets most of that credit, though.
I
Does
hope that
she?
didn't mess up the stream.
Well, no,
but
she.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
you
it's
should
fucked.
be.
Like, it's over.
Yeah, we got to
Go
start
home,
over.
everyone.
Well, no, she
Okay.
gets the cool one where she slams the thing down and the raptor headbutts it. He's the one that does the freezer himself.
Hey, John, remember that famous scene in Fallen Kingdom when the little girl's in the thing? She's like pulling down and it's recreating the scene from
Actually,
the first
no.
movie.
Do they do that?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
it's an homage, John. It's remember the first movie?
you say homage. It's. I wish I was watching the first movie.
I wish I was
that
watching
movie.
it.
Adam Arch says that Lex is the hero of the movie. Yeah, that's debatably true.
No, the hero of the movie is the T-Rex, dude.
Well, that's also true.
It
This,
it
Like,
saves them at the end of the movie from the raptors, and then that's foreshadowing for the end of the fourth movie, where the raptor has to fuse with the T-Rex to fight the bullshit dinosaur that has superpowers.
I love how you said fuse with and not team up with. Like they fuse together.
no, they
Yeah,
did the fusion dance.
they
Remember,
did the
Robert?
fusion dance. Don't you remember? Well, no, I was joking because doesn't the raptor like jump on the back of the T-Rex and like ride it into battle, or am I
No,
misremember?
they
I
don't
th-
do that.
I think you made that up.
Okay. I
You
remember the
hallucinated
raptor
that.
like jumping onto the T-Rex and then charging into fight the damn thing.
That was one of your dementia influenced
Okay. I mean, that
hallucinations.
movie would be cooler if that happened, so I guess it's no surprise that doesn't happen.
That so that is one big pile of shit. But in the previous scene with the Triceratops, that animatronic looks really good. Um, and unfortunately, I think it is the only bit of Triceratops representation we get in this whole franchise.
That's
Unless
not
I'm
true.
wrong.
You see
All right.
one for a second in the Lost World, but like it's not a big part.
Yeah, in the second one, it goes on the rampage in the tent, in the
Yeah,
camp.
briefly.
I
And
mean,
I'm
it
sure
has just as much screen time as the sick one does.
no, but the sick one gets like the money shots, you know. I get what Noah's saying.
I guess at least the one in Lost World is doing something.
Also, ones I don't think we ever get in those movies, but you know those Triceratops, like with like the really big fucking like heads with like the holes in them. I think we used to think that was just like a different subspecies of dinosaurs, and then like we found out later, oh no, those were just really old Triceratops where they just get bigger and bigger and like stretch. Uh,
Adam
Again, we're always
March.
changing the dinosaur lore.
Adam March. When are we getting the
Dinosaur.
Jurassic Park Land Before Time crossover? That happened in the '90s. Have you guys seen the Land Before Time?
Yeah.
I saw the first one when I was a kid. I remember really loving it. Probably, they should go without saying, probably the second best '90s dinosaur movie. There's not a lot of competition.
I think that's not probably, that's absolutely the
Uh,
best, the second
yeah.
best.
So that's my embarrassing. Like, why did I watch so many of these? I owned the first 10 of those.
I think
Yeah,
I've seen one of the sequels. I can't remember which one, but I watched the first one a lot when I was a kid.
Slasher
yeah. I
Fed
haven't
in the
seen it in a long time.
novel. Yeah, we already talked about that Slasher Fed.
Slasher Fred earlier said what makes the original movie such a classic is that it's all about how one should not bring back things that are already dead, which tells me why haven't we done the Pet Cemetery dinosaur
Yeah.
movie? Just saying.
Well, we
Throw
can't
some dinosaur bones in there.
get Pet
Boom.
Cemetery right. Like the closest is Bring Her Back.
Oh God.
Uh, Land Before Time is an '80s movie though. Oh yeah, that's '89, isn't it?
Uh,
Oh.
And
my
Adam Arch has a point. Y'all are sleeping on We're Back, a dinosaur story. That's a great
Never
movie.
seen it.
I never saw it. So
Oh,
if
I know what I'm making
it's
you guys watch next. Not for the channel, just
Tomorrow
so
night.
for any kids watching, Nedry in this scene is what we'd call sus if you were an Among Us player.
uh,
And everyone else is like, okay, Nedry's just
so
being weird.
so
He's like
Noah,
sweating.
as someone who wears glasses, what's gonna happen to Nedry here in a minute, where like his glasses are all fogged up and he accidentally knocks over the
Yeah.
sign, might be the most relatable thing that I've ever seen in a movie.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Adam Arch, We're Back surely qualifies for the. I might make an exception because I do love that movie. It's got John
You
Goodman.
come on.
Noah's like, horror movies for children don't exist.
But that's not a horror movie.
You just said you haven't seen it.
I assume that that's not a horror movie.
I maintain that Toy Story, at least that third act, is a horror movie.
Oh, it's
That is
terrifying.
a slasher movie for
It is
children.
no, it's body horror is what that
Yeah.
is. It turns into a Cronenberg film.
True.
Robert is always trying to connect with the new generation of viewers. It's true.
Sure. Hey, fellow kids.
As a kid, even though it's not a dinosaur thing, I thought this was the coolest thing where he's gonna like pluck the things out and put it in the shaving cream
Yeah.
can. I
Yeah,
wanted one of
same.
those damn cans so bad. Speaking of 90s props that I wanted, you remember that like recorder thing that Kevin has in the Home Alone movies? I remember seeing one at like Walmart one time, but it was like $30. My mom was like, "That's too expensive for a kid's toy."
I've also heard, if you can believe it, does not work as well in real life as it does in that movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Adam March, when is the Goosebumps series watch party? I do want to do that at some point. I don't know if either
Oh
of you
yeah.
guys are Goosebumps fans, but I love some Goosebumps.
I've never
No,
seen
like
any of the
yeah,
Goosebumps.
it's more something that's kind of around me growing up, but I haven't seen a lot of. I read like books, but like I think it's cool. Like it's something I'm interested in.
And I
But
haven't seen a lot of the
absolutely.
show, but I've read a lot of the books. Like that was arguably even more so than Jason X, my kind of gateway into the genre.
But are we
Okay.
going to be doing commentaries on the Disney Plus Goosebumps?
No,
No, and Adam March said not that one. Um,
the only thing I know
so
about that is Ross from Friends, isn't it?
yeah, I think he's in the second season. One thing I wanted to talk about, John, I don't remember. Do you remember if in the book it is more like explicit about Grant and Sattler being like in a relationship? Because
No, because
that's
Grant is older in the book.
well, he's older in the movie too.
No, I mean older because in the movie he's probably in his like 30s or 40s.
Yeah, but I'm just
But
saying
I
the actors in
remember,
real life, there's like a 15-year
yeah.
age
But
gap.
I remember in the book, the idea is that he's older, and I think they have like a student teacher thing. I think they might have the
Well,
dynamic that he has with Billy in
Uh-oh.
3.
all
I
right.
think it's been a minute,
It was the
and I know
90s,
what
John.
you're
That
gonna.
doesn't mean they
Don't
weren't
go
sleeping
there.
together.
No, because it's really funny that Jurassic Park 3 is like, yeah, they didn't end up together. And the Jurassic Park 6 is like, we're sorry, we're gonna fix it.
Yeah. Well, because I'm not saying it's a problem. It's just interesting how much the movie downplays that, where it's like obviously they're partners, like they're working together. But when Malcolm asks in that scene we just talked over, like, so Sattler, is she like available? When Grant says no, I can't tell if that's a no, we're like a thing, or a no, fuck you, I want her. Stay away from her. Like it could go
That's
either way.
that's why I find the 3 thing very weird. Like it doesn't bother me because I don't care at the end of the day. But it feels like a retcon. Like in this movie, I think the idea is they would have ended up together.
Yeah, well, that's what I find interesting about it, though. It doesn't do that cliche Hollywood thing. Like, there's no big kiss scene, there's no big argument or a breakup, or it's like both a very platonic relationship, but it's like, yeah, they could be a romantic couple, and I like them together. I want them to be together.
Hey, Robert, you
Um,
didn't say the magic word.
please,
Adam March says that uh, the Disney Plus Goosebumps is awful.
oh
Well,
no,
they lost me when they announced it wasn't an anthology. That's the only way to do that. That's what that series is. The movie is also atrocious.
the calls are coming from
It's,
inside the facility.
the calls are coming from
So,
inside the T-Rex cage.
The calls are coming from inside the Spinosaurus. That's an
Yeah, that's.
actual plot
I
point.
mean, that's true.
yeah, that's not
Hey,
this movie though.
do you remember in Jurassic World where they have the T-Rex smash through the Spinosaurus bones to
Yep,
apologize for Jurassic Park 3?
I do.
They constantly have to apologize for other movies, specifically 3.
Specifically 3, and I don't know why. Like,
Though that's the
yeah,
best sequel.
I think it's weird to retroactively go, yeah, they didn't end up together, but like that movie was 20 years ago. Is anybody still holding a grudge about
I
just? Of course you are.
I'll be
We all
honest.
are.
I do like 3,
Um,
but I don't know if you guys remember when Jurassic World's coming out. Like the way they're talking about that movie is like, oh, this is the
I
real
wanted these
sequel.
goggles.
They're so cool.
So
But
cool. I
when
don't
World's
understand
coming
how
out,
they work, but they're so cool.
Remember though when World's coming out, it's doing that Force Awakens thing where it's like really trying to
Yeah.
2 and 3. It's like, no, this is the real sequel. And then you fast forward to Dominion, and they're like, never mind. Like they're all canon. Sorry, please like our movie. Where it's like they knew at that point, oh, these maybe aren't as
And
good as we wanted them to be.
and now we're at this new movie, which is bringing back more of the tone and feeling of the original 3 movies. So it's like,
Trying to
So
get
Austin,
forget about those world movies. They didn't happen.
our mutual friend Austin says this might be the best scene of the movie coming up, and I tend
That's
to
great.
agree with him. I don't think the movie plateaus after this, but like it never peaks above this.
Mhm. I
Also,
find it
as a
always
kid, I
entertaining.
was really confused by the lawyer going, "Is it heavy? Then it's expensive. Put it away." Now, as an adult, I'm like, "Yeah, I mean that
Yeah.
makes sense."
I will.
Tyler, I always dread it as they're not in a. Oh wait, I read it as they're not in a relationship, but he sees that Malcolm is the kind of guy who uses women, and he's protecting her. I mean, I
See, I don't read
guess.
that. I read that as more jealousy than like
Yeah.
protecting her. He's like, nah, she's my girl, or I want her to be
Yeah.
my
No,
girl.
because
Don't.
the way he says it, he just looks at her, looks at him, and goes, "No."
Yeah.
Hey, no,
Um.
where's the goat?
There's the goat.
Oh
This is
my
such
god.
a like perfect reveal of the movie monster too.
So
Mhm.
good. I do want to point out though, and this is something that I just picked up on this viewing. We are an hour into the movie, and we're finally at the T-Rex.
Yeah. It's a
That
long way.
is, but it doesn't feel like it's been an hour.
No.
Like this is, I don't know if you guys feel the same way. This movie's pretty well paced so far.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Also, I love the way she delivered it. He left us. He left us. And that lawyer gets what he deserves. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah.
He gets maybe the best death in the movie.
Nah. It's
Come
that or
on.
Nedry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're both great.
I think it's more memorable that the guy gets plucked off of a toilet.
Oh my god, Adam Arch, I'm glad you brought this up. He says JP3 is the ultimate dinosaur movie because the kid of that movie was also in a Barney movie, Dinosaurception. That is true, and I
Oh,
watched that Barney movie when I
I
was a
haven't
little kid.
seen that in years. I haven't
Yep.
thought about that movie in
Yeah,
years.
the one with the egg.
Yeah,
I haven't
I
seen
had
it in 23
I
years.
had that on
But
VHS tape. I was obsessed with Barney as a kid.
I'll probably never go back to it. But I
No.
remember liking that movie.
So Robert, because I'm a little bit older than you, and I don't know how much
Mhm.
you followed Barney. Did it ever confuse you that there was like a really dark purple Barney and then like a lighter purple Barney?
Yes.
I still don't know
And
what the difference was. uh,
I mean, I've seen a little bit of Barney. I've never picked up on that.
so
I saw some
somebody
episodes of it.
pointed out, if you look at this car, when it shoots back to the point of view being Malcolm and Grant, that door is closed, and then when it comes back here, the door is open again.
It's open.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a few little continuity
Uh,
Cinema
errors like that, but the
sins
most
and
egregious one
is
is
coming
coming up.
up.
is the
The
cliff.
and the T-Rex roar is up there with the Godzilla roar. It's just iconic. Everybody knows it.
And this shot is so fucking good of the eye dilating,
Yeah.
and it's shit like that where I'm like, why can't we do this for real anymore? Why does it all have to be CGI now? Like we did it in '93, and it looks great.
Too expensive.
Adam or just Johnny Barney races. No, I just
Yes.
don't know why there was two designs.
Bro, you're being Barnist right now. You have to stop.
Yeah. I remember
Stop
it,
moving.
I remember in the marketing for Fallen Kingdom, they were making a big deal about doing more animatronic dinosaurs than were in the first Jurassic World. And to its credit, the dinosaurs in Fallen Kingdom do a first one. But there are scenes like with the big T-Rex head where they're like, "Oh, we built this and shot it for real," and then it's just covered in CGI in post, like to give it more quote unquote life, and like it looks worse. Like this still looks amazing. And that's such a great comedy bit.
Uh, okay, so here's a CinemaSins nitpick. This kid is a dinosaur nerd and he doesn't understand don't move.
Well, I could buy this because who wouldn't
I,
freak the fuck out in
I,
this
I wasn't
situation?
being serious, but I'm sure that's in the Cinema Sins video.
Probably.
I'm tempted to go watch that video to see how many of our fake nitpicks are in that.
That's such a cool shot. It pushing the vehicle into the mud.
Yeah. Oh, it's standing on top of it.
Uh, between this and Jumanji, I am terrified of cars getting crushed on me.
That's
So what's
something
your
you've
plan,
always feared.
dude? That scene in Jumanji where the kid like crawls down in the floor and
Yeah,
the stampede like crawls on it. When
yeah,
they open it, and he's like stuck in there. That's freaky.
that is pretty scary.
Robert,
I'm just picturing John in that scene in Batman Begins with the League of Shadows where there's the box and he's on fear toxin and he goes to open the box, it's just a Jeep. And then he's
he's
stuck in it.
Jeep
So you have to
frighten me.
confront your fear.
Jeeps frighten me. It's time my enemies shared my dread.
I'm Jeep Man.
I'm Jeepman. Oh my
I'm
god.
Jeep.
I don't think
Here
he's
we
gonna make
go.
it.
And Adam March agrees with me that this is probably the best death.
It's great. This is definitely one of those early, because you guys know, like, I'm not big into horror movies when I'm a little kid. There's exceptions, like the Universal Monsters, King Kong, stuff like that. But I
Yeah.
love this is like one of those first movies that like scratches that itch where it both really terrifies me, but I also some and it's like, oh, like those kills were cool. Like I never had that thought
Yeah,
watching it. Like, oh,
I
that's
think
a
this
cool
is the movie
kill.
that might have exposed me as a sociopath because I'm watching this like, oh, that was cool.
That's a great kill.
So
Yeah.
real quick, I want to answer this. Tyler, maybe you guys can answer this for me. Where do all the employees of the park go? I know there's a storm and all, but surely if people are physically visiting the park, they're there to make sure everything runs smoothly. That is false, sir. There is a line of dialogue where they're evacuating all employees because there's a tropical storm or a hurricane. I can't remember which.
Mhm.
So no, they do send everyone home. That's how Nedry. That was the plan. Is Nedry was going to sneak off the boat with everyone.
And
Here's the cliff.
March says now Jumanji qualifies for the channel. I mean, that's always been a horror
it
film.
does. Yeah, it's Evil
The
Dead for kids.
That movie's pretty
that
creepy.
CGI of young Alan getting sucked to the board game, that's horrifying.
It is. Yeah, so Noah
Uh,
just mentioned this is the cliff that magically appears. And it makes
yeah.
no
So
sense.
if this is the T-Rex paddock, how did they get up there?
He
Was,
Can we
climbed
was
with
the
please-
goat,
his
like,
little.
was it flying? Was it a floating goat?
They fly now.
They fly now.
Can we?
But
Can
this is a
we
great
please?
stunt,
Oh yeah, so good. Can we please have the deleted scene of the T-Rex digging its claws into the cement and walking
Yes.
up the?
though.
Speaking of Jumanji, as a kid, in the scene where Lex is like holding on to Sam Neill real tightly, he's like, "Lex, you're choking me."
You're choking me.
He looks like the hunter from Jumanji for a second.
Yeah, he's making that weird face. And I don't know. I feel like an easy fix for that cliff is just make it the other side of the road. Like they just
Yeah.
get pushed over to the other side, and that's where the cliff
Is that
Like,
supposed to be the idea?
No,
Well, no, it
that's
can't
where
because the
T-Rex got
bathroom
out.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just this really weird continuity error. And from like the second time I watched that movie, I'm like, I don't think that makes any sense. And every time I rewatch it, I'm like paying attention to see if it makes sense, and it never does.
Yeah, Adam
But
Arch,
it's fine.
they fly now. My
They
favorite
fly
thing
now.
about that is I don't even remember the context to that in the movie. I don't remember anything about that movie.
It's just stormtroopers with jetpacks.
So Robert, I said this earlier, but as somebody that wears glasses, this is the most relatable thing in the world. Your glasses get fogged over, you're fucked.
This is the
Yes.
scariest scene in the movie.
Yeah.
This
Well,
is me after every time I take a shower. It's like my glasses are just completely fogged.
Or if you've been in like the car with the air conditioner really, really strong, and then you step out in the
Yes.
heat, whoosh.
Oh my god.
So as a kid, I drew a parallel here that nobody else would have. Dennis and Eddie are the ones with the car that have the thing on the front.
Yeah,
the
the wench or
Yeah.
whatever.
yeah, and now he's Velma from Scooby Doo. My
Eh,
glasses.
I'm sorry, but this is a very important question I have to ask. What do you guys think of the slide whistle when he slips?
It's
That may be a
peak.
bit much, but it's fine.
It's so quiet though. It's like
Yeah.
it's not in your face like the man with the golden gun car scene.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay, Adam March.
I think it's funny.
No. When I was a kid, I thought the Dilophosaurus was terrifying. I was like, oh, I don't want to see that thing in my house. Like that thing gave me
So
nightmares.
so we have a name I don't recognize, Dave S. Patrick, Jurassic Park 1 from '93. Hello there. I watched the new Rebirth movie that came out. Nice. Robert and I have
Yeah.
not seen that yet.
Hope you enjoyed
But
it.
I have. I hope you enjoyed it.
God, it's insane this came out in '93. March,
I
I never
mean, that was
realized there was a
forever
slide whistle
ago
until very
when I
recently.
first watched it, but yeah.
I love that he's like talking down to this animal. You want a stick? You want a stick?
That is not a dog, sir.
They should have like we cut to the Dilophosaurus. We cut back to Nedry, and he just turns into like a big cartoon steak or a drumstick. Just go all full Looney Tunes with it.
I love that he throws the stick and the dinosaur just kind of looks at it disinterestedly.
Dave said
Dave's
he
given it a 2 out of 10. The
the
Rebirth?
new one, yeah.
Damn.
Sorry about that.
Damn.
I haven't seen
Or will Sam? We never see Sam Jackson again. He's killed off screen. That is correct, Slasher Fred. Or will Samuel L. return with one arm in a Jurassic World sequel?
yes,
Do
hopefully.
you,
Well, wasn't
how
that part of? Wasn't that one of the pitches for 4? Is that he was going to be one of those human dino hybrids?
I don't think so. I don't think that was like
if that's
seriously considered.
true, that's so
I will
stupid.
say this is legitimately freaky. Just the idea of something being in your eyes.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I can't deal with like any eye stuff in horror movies.
And it's interesting too because the compy scene from the Lost World is taking a lot from this because we're also
Mhm.
going to get that shot of like the muddy water and there's red in it.
Yeah.
And there's the famous Wayne Knight scream.
And this is where we set up the Barbasol Can sequel tease that only takes 6 movies to pay off.
Wait, do they pay that off?
It's in Dominion.
Dominion.
for, like,
Yeah, the can comes back, John. They really focus
God.
on it.
The only
like,
thing I
Dawson
remember from
has
that
it.
movie at that point is Sam Neill fighting with the barista for like 30 minutes.
It is the best scene.
So if you told me like this performance, like if this clip was from like a David Lynch movie, I'd believe you. Like it's very intense.
What, her just going, he left us?
Yeah.
I love his
Like, she
response.
looks
That's
traumatized.
not what I'm gonna do.
What I'm gonna do.
He's just so done with this already, man. He's like, fuck this. Adam Arch, there have been too many Dominion references in this commentary. I mean, it is the
That's
best
true.
world movie.
Oof.
Have we gone public with that hot take?
I just did if we haven't.
Yeah.
My God, our subscriber count's going down.
No,
Oh,
wait.
no, just when we opened our Patreon. No, I think Dominion is the best of the world trilogy because it's the stupidest.
They're all bad. Like that is the preconceived asterisk. They're all bad.
Yes. They're all dog shit, but I find Dominion the most entertaining.
I laughed the most at Dominion.
This set is really cool.
You know what I am shocked
I
at
like the
though?
good tree scene.
Because we brought back the brown regular Jeeps in Jurassic World, I think.
Mhm.
From memory, we never brought these ones back. Or
I think
is
you
that
see it.
in the
I think
shed?
you see one of
Yeah.
these ones briefly in Jurassic World as just like a kind of Easter egg.
In the member berry scene.
That
Yeah.
just says everyone John just said was wrong. What? Dave,
Like
did you guys like
everything.
Jurassic Park 3? I love Jurassic Park 3.
It was when I was a kid. I loved it. I don't think it's great, but it's a fun enough movie. I think.
Oh, Adam Arch is right. I think they're Triceratops shit. No, stay on brand.
Oh yeah, yeah. One big pile of it.
Yeah. Just one of them made us laugh slightly more than the other two piles.
Yeah.
Well, one thing that I wanted to point out that's on my junior novelization here. I always like because this is all over like the merchandise for I think just this first movie, but like this JP
How'd you get
logo,
that?
it
Oh, I've never
it's
seen
like
that
all
before.
over. Yeah, like I said, I think this was my older brother's. Just something I
Okay,
got
so
from him.
question for you, because some novelizations, especially junior ones, did this. Does that in the middle of the book just have a bunch of like pictures from the movie?
Yes, it does.
Yep, yep.
Including production stills. Let's see how many. Yeah, like those are pretty cool. You got the
So
T-Rex stuff.
cool.
No,
I
I I,
had
I
a
loved this book when I was a kid.
I had a novelization of Spider-Man. The Raimi movie.
Mhm.
I had a few
But
novelizations that did that, and like you could tell there was something there because it's a completely. Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
nice. Actually, now that we brought that book back up, the only other example of something like that I can think of where it's a novelization based on a movie that's already based on a book is I had one of the Jim
Boy,
Carrey Christmas Carol when I was a
Oh,
kid.
weird.
Yeah,
I'm
and I
having like an extra like a crisis with that because that movie came out what like 2009.
Yep.
yeah, I was 9 years old.
God, that feels way late for
Oof.
those kind of adaptations.
I
No,
know.
yeah, we were
Yeah,
still
and
doing novelizations through
no,
that point.
what I think is the weirdest example of that is there are. I don't think for all of them, but there are movie novelizations of a lot of the James Bond movies. So you have
Oh,
the
weird,
Ian
yeah.
Fleming books, and then
hmm
the books that are based on the movie versions that have nothing to do with the Ian Fleming books.
My favorite is I had the novelizations for the first three Resident Evil movies. So they're books based on a movie that's based on a video game. We're hitting all the mediums here.
Gotta hit them all. Yeah.
Slasher Fred said in the first Jurassic World movie, it has like a Disneyland feeling to it. That's true. And there are parts of that movie I like. Okay, like I don't hate the first Jurassic World. I think it
Oh,
could be a lot better.
I also think it just hasn't
Um,
aged well because it
yeah.
sticks to that soft reboot formula like that, and it's just like nowadays. Oh God.
And there's just shit like Hammond's dream was finally fulfilled. He signed off on this. It's like don't do that to Hammond. Richard Attenborough like just died, I think. Like don't do that. Or if it's like part of the commentary of like, oh no, this is bullshit. It's just like PR marketing shit. That's great, but the movie needs to bring more of that stuff to
Well,
the
and like
surface.
there's subplots that don't go anywhere. Like the
Yeah,
parents are getting divorced, and but that's just an excuse to get those kids on the
kids
island.
upset. Yeah,
The kids suck. Like they're just the most
they're awful.
uninteresting.
Um,
I hate the
uh,
stupid dinosaur with superpowers. I hate the. It's worse than the sequels, but even in the first one, I hate the whole like just sticking your hand out to make a raptor stop.
that's an idea that just gets progressively worse as those sequels go.
Uh, I love this as a payback, like a payoff to him earlier.
Uh,
I'm fairly alarmed here.
and this is an example of a sequence where I see a parody reference before I see the original source.
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking of the scene in Toy Story 2 when Rex is chasing
Yes.
Oh,
them in the
okay.
car and you get his reflection in the mirror,
Yeah.
which is a direct callback to this.
Dave says this movie and Last Action Hero both came out in '93.
That's true. I still haven't seen The Last Action Hero.
I
I've seen
haven't
parts of it.
either.
It is okay.
Megadeth does a song for that movie that I really like.
Oh, cool.
But John, the kid in Jurassic World was in Insidious. Oh,
Oh.
we got to redo the commentary for that at some
There's
point.
also an Iron Man 3.
You said Nightmare 3 for a second. I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's the kid from the beginning of this movie.
That's the fifth one, Noah.
Oh yeah, never mind. No, sorry.
No,
Three's one
it's
of the
the
good
fourth
ones.
one.
Wait,
Robert.
what?
No, the kid. No, that's 5.
No, yeah, that is 5's the one with the kid.
Yeah, because Alice is introduced in 4. She becomes the Dream
Yeah.
Master, and then in 5 she's
Oh,
a child.
no, sorry. I was talking about Jurassic World being the fourth one. We're all over the
Ay, ay, ay.
place. Who's on
What?
first?
Who's on first? What movie are we watching?
Oh no, Tyler just said if you hate the kid in World, just wait till you get to Rebirth. Oh,
Oh no.
that's encouraging.
Yeah, I mean they don't really do anything with
That
her.
I mentioned this before when we got like the first trailer for Rebirth. I was like, oh, this looks better than the last few. This could be fun. That final trailer was giving me a lot of red flags where I was like, oh, this might suck again. Like the stuff with the family that I've heard is just awful. But I haven't seen the movie
Yeah.
yet. But I was like,
I
oh
mean,
god,
if
we're
you,
doing this again.
I mean, if you're concerned about all that, you're right to be.
I
Those are some of the
also,
big flaws of the
I
movie.
mean, I haven't watched any of the trailers because it's like it's a Jurassic Park movie. I'll watch it. I will be shocked if I like it less than the other 3 World movies.
Yeah. And also it's like it's really weird how in World arguably the main face of like the whole Indominus Rex project is Bryce Dallas Howard's character, but they want you to like her and not be a villain, and then she's a completely different character in the sequel. It's like that's who the Vincent D'Onofrio character should be. He should be the bad guy who's like, we got to make a new crazy dinosaur.
Yeah,
Like,
but
come
then we
on,
wouldn't have
let's
gotten the
get it.
best subplot in that movie.
But
Vanessa,
instead,
we have to send raptors to Iraq.
that is like everyone agreed was the dumbest subplot of that movie.
And then they
was
doubled down on it.
we're gonna weaponize raptors, man. It's gonna be awesome. Like, no.
Adam Arch, which
Nobody
Jurassic
cares.
World movie is Freddy in? He's in Jurassic Plague. That whole movie is just Alan Grant's
Yeah.
nightmare.
Well, no, so he's the Jokersaurus.
Oh, okay.
Freddy just wants to watch the world burn.
Anyway, back to this movie. Look,
Tim, that's a
raptor.
problematic joke. I think he just got canceled on Twitter.
Oh.
Do you think
Wait.
he's Saurus?
That's not even a good joke. What? Do you think
'Cause-
he's Saurus?
Yeah, do you think he saw
He
us?
saw us.
Oh.
Did you not get that? Seriously?
No, I mean,
I
probably
didn't get it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Do you think he's Saurus?
Bad joke.
I mean, I may say it's still not a great joke. Tyler says
are
half
you
the movie is a good action film. Half of the movie is about this annoying family that I just want to die. Oh, Tyler hates kids confirmed.
Who is he, Robert?
Well, yeah,
I
him
only
him
hate
and
some
Tyler
kids.
him and Tyler have joined forces to create the Justin Must Die petition.
Well, yeah, and I'm in the right. I look at all this merchandise I want.
Look at all these movie merchandise.
Why is
In the
she just
movie.
standing there behind that pillar?
Menacingly.
I love this set. I want to go here.
I have questions about that pillar. Like, I get what they're going for.
Spared no expense.
But this is the scene that we were referencing earlier, where the movie just comes out and says, "No, Hammond, you were wrong."
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of modern movies would be scared to have this scene.
Also, what's like that lava volcano thing going on? I want it, but I don't know what I'm looking at. Flea suckers. So
It's moments like this that you remember he's Scottish. A wee trapeze.
Noah, one thing I want to talk to you guys about. Are you kind of surprised by the critical reaction to this movie when it first came out? Like, this got good reviews, but like across the board, critics were like, "Oh, the effects are good. Like, it's a fun movie, I guess, but it's just dumb popcorn nonsense." And
I don't
I
think I've
feel like
ever looked at
critics,
the
Oh,
reviews of this movie.
it's
yeah.
not as like it got good reviews, but it's kind of like the first Pirates movie, where like it's not as like acclaimed as you'd expect. Or people are like, yeah, it's fine. I don't know, it's good. It's just good special effects, and a lot of critics, I think, just really downplayed like the character work going on here. A common complaint with critics is, oh, these characters are so cardboard, like they're nothing. And I'm like, did we watch a different movie? I've never
Yeah,
understood that.
no, I've never seen the like critical reception for this, so
I mean,
I
the
didn't
only thing
know.
I can really vouch for is I pull up the Rotten Tomato score and it's at 91. But
Hmm. Well, and those are like a lot of recent reviews too. Those aren't all
no,
from
but
when it came
like
out.
that doesn't surprise me. Look how many movies were just completely misunderstood by critics. The
Hmm.
Thing, Hellraiser, Friday the 13th to a certain extent.
Yeah, I think like for good and ill, it's like a lot of both just the general audience and critics were at the time just swept up in the special effects of it all and weren't really paying attention to the character stuff going on and like
That
how
that's
actually good the writing is.
That's why I find most modern movie debates so insufferable. They're having the same arguments that we had 30 years ago, just worded different.
Yeah, I
So
mean
she
Star
says
Wars.
that she was overwhelmed by the power of this place and made a mistake. You haven't done anything this whole movie except look at a triceratops. What are you talking about?
And a brontosaurus.
And we did talk over it. She does get the worst line in this movie. Dinosaur
Women
eats
inherit her.
man, woman inherits the earth. What?
Well, the good news is the '90s is when we stopped doing those corny girl power lines. Thankfully, we got away from that.
Yeah, we've never
We
done that in
never did
cinema
that
again.
since. Girls get it done.
I do like this
Oh.
where because she's not a dinosaur person, she can't tell the difference between like a carnivore and a herbivore.
Mhm. And then
So
it tries to eat her, and it's like, yeah,
yeah,
it spits her out, and she just dies. And they're like,
yeah.
oh, I thought this was like
Why
an Uzi.
why why are you're a dinosaur scientist? Why are you trying to steal its food?
He's playing with it.
Uh,
It
Long neck really got big between movies.
Yeah,
oh.
Littlefoot.
I will say that this is one of the lesser puppets in the movie, and then there's like that real discrepancy between this and the green screen CGI shots. But it's fine.
It's fine for
Still a good
head.
scene.
Yeah, yes. No, the main one is called Littlefoot, but they call them long necks, like the species.
I thought you were specifically talking about Littlefoot, though. I misunderstood
That's
your joke.
disgusting.
Yeah.
And it's like in her mouth.
Ugh.
Adam Arch, let's make more connections. The Jurassic World kid was in Endgame, which has a worse girl power scene than this movie. Is it
That is true.
worse?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
Eh,
I don't. I just think it's kind of there. Like
I don't have strong opinion. The worst one, in my opinion, is the ex-women line in Dark Phoenix.
yes.
That's what I was.
No, like because people got all up in arms. It's like a 30-second shot, and just them doing a hero pose. It's no different than any of those other movies. Who cares?
Okay, I think the fair criticism of it is that we did it twice. We did it
Yeah.
Infinity War, and then we did it. Pick one, like, but I don't have strong feelings on it.
But like the
And
one
here's the
in
scene where all
Infinity
the kids
War,
don't know what's happening.
the one in Infinity War, from what I remember, happens just kind of like naturally, like in a believable way.
With like
Where
3 or 4 characters.
with a couple characters in Endgame, it's like every female character just immediately all gathered around together.
To
Yeah.
be fair, I mean it is goofy and like I think it is just a whatever shot. They're and they shouldn't be posing, but the idea is they're there for the gauntlet because Peter has the gauntlet and everyone's chasing him.
This is the weirdest birds and the bees scene discussion I've ever
I
seen.
I can no
Yeah,
longer see that scene of him sitting there. Uh, it's been memed to death.
yeah, I have a Funko Pop of it.
Of course you do.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Have you
great.
seen the one, Noah, where they Photoshop him to be like giant and
Yeah.
Sam
On
Neill's
Alan
laying on
Grant.
him
Yeah.
instead?
Yeah.
I've also seen like a painted mural of it where there's like a butterfly on his finger.
Why?
It's like a rainbow behind it. It's
Um,
amazing.
Because Jeff Goldblum's hot in this movie.
Dave says that his favorite dinosaur movie is the Disney one from 2000. I remember I haven't seen that in forever, but I liked it
I haven't seen in a long time. I remember seeing the trailer for that movie
a lot.
a billion fucking times because it was
The
on
only
every
thing that
listing.
makes me hesitate to go back is I'm sure that animation has aged like milk.
Yeah, well, what they did with it was really cool, where they filmed like a lot of real life locations and then just put the CGI dinosaurs. So I think it is like a live action CGI hybrid.
Weird.
It was really ambitious. Like that's what's funny. I own the movie. Like I had it on VHS, and I
I
think I
had it on
watched it
VHS
like a
tape.
couple times.
I also
Um,
had the McDonald's toys, and I only remember this because they had two of the weirdest toys. They were hand puppets
yep,
of I think like the main dinosaur and the carnosaur.
I had a couple. This is true.
I can't remember if I've actually seen that movie, by the way, but I've seen the trailer so
I'll
many
make you
times.
watch that and Small Soldiers if it's ever streaming.
Yeah, we'll see tomorrow.
Slasher Fred says the movie Congo is such a great Michael Crichton novel. Well, the movie's pretty infamous. Have you guys seen it?
No. I know
Yeah.
that Bruce Campbell's in it for like a second.
I'm adding that to the list.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
That's what's funny. Michael Crichton, he wrote a lot of stuff.
And there's
It,
still some stuff that we haven't adapted.
yeah.
There's a there's a like a horror book that he wrote called Prey about like
Oh,
nanobots.
yeah, I've seen that movie with the
Yeah.
Naru and the
We did a
Predator.
commentary on it.
Yeah.
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 Anyway, it's about like nanobots, and it's almost kind of like a the Thing esque uh horror story that we've just never touched.
Hmm. Yeah, there are a couple of other Crichton adaptations in the '90s. I've already forgotten because they bombed
This
and
might be the
nobody saw 'em.
wonkiest bit of CG in the movie.
Oh, really? I still think it looks
Maybe.
fine. When the T-Rex comes out, I still think the T-Rex looks great. Feel free to tell me if I'm
You
just
know,
being
you know what did blow
nostalgic.
my mind that I learned Crichton worked on? Did you
Hmm.
know he helped create that ER show?
I always forget that.
I forgot about that, yeah.
They're flocking this way.
Oh.
Doesn't the hospital explode in one episode of ER?
I don't know. I've never seen that. I've only seen like snippets. My mom loves that show.
I remember hearing about something insane happening in that show.
So
Yeah.
Robert, I do think right here where they're leaping over the logs, because we're getting a close up on a couple of them, you can
Mhm.
see a little bit of wonky CGI, but the
Yeah,
far off shot still looks fine.
right. Well, whenever the main focus is on
The
Grant
T-Rex
and
looks
the kids,
amazing.
I like it's in broad daylight. I still think this looks great. Like this looks better than the Jurassic World movies to me. That
We
Oh,
get
yeah.
it. It looks better than the
nostalgic
Jurassic
goggles.
World
Fine.
movies.
This is like what the fuck? This came out 30 years ago.
Whoa, you just
Why
turned
can't we
into
just
Noah
do
for
this
a
again?
second.
Uh,
Does anybody offhand know what this movie's budget was?
Not off the top of my head.
pretty big for the time, but I mean, obviously you have to adjust for inflation. So it was 63 million, which today is like
I think,
nothing.
Robert, I think the problem isn't so much that we can't, it's we hire the wrong people. Nothing that
Yeah.
I have seen from Colin Trevorrow, or whatever his name is, leads me to believe that he is suited to do stuff like this. And we
Yeah.
just, the unfortunate thing about movies, I'm not one of those naysayers that's like movies are dying.
Mhm.
we're lacking a lot of great blockbuster directors. The only one that comes to mind that just
Yes.
blockbusters that I can think of is Gunn at the moment.
Hmm.
And I
Zack
would
Snyder.
argue that, you know, before the Netflix stuff, yeah,
Yeah, he doesn't. That's the thing, is he doesn't make movies for theaters anymore.
and his
I mean,
Netflix stuff is so bad. Like, we're gonna have to do a
Yeah.
commentary on Army of the Dead at some point.
Oh
I'm dreading
God,
that.
don't tell me. I don't like that movie.
Haven't you ever wanted to see Aliens but with zombies?
No.
but I don't
So
know.
here's some casual sexism from uh Hammond.
Hammond, yeah, and then she calls him out. I don't know. I think this bit is fine. It's just weird that like 20 plus years after this, like we're still doing bits like this in
It's
movies.
yeah,
This
and
one's
it's also
okay.
weird that he hasn't had anything like this in the rest of the movie. Like,
Oh, Adam Arch
oh
brings up
yeah,
Nolan.
Nolan.
I yeah, I put Nolan. Whether you
But
like, even
Nolan
if
also
you
hasn't
don't
made a
like,
good movie since Inception. So like, you know,
John
I
has
I
not
don't
seen
agree with that.
Oppenheimer.
I'm not watching a
Yeah.
3-hour biopic about a subject I don't care about.
Then you don't know if he's made a good movie since
No,
Inception or not.
no, I like Nolan, but I think he's a filmmaker who works well and knows how to integrate CGI with practical stuff.
But he
Same with
also
Denis
doesn't
Villeneuve.
do well. Yeah, and
Villeneuve is another good. Yeah,
Villeneuve's like an up and coming. I could see because he's made what
I'd say he's
3
there.
But
blockbusters at
yeah,
this
like
point.
Blade Runner 2049, like that's not like a nonstop action movie, but
Yeah,
it is a spectacle.
and Dune 1 is one of the most boring movies ever made.
Looks good. Uh, and Dune 2's better.
Yep.
I'm
But
okay, but Adam Arch, I'm counting like the newer generation. Like James Cameron is from the like
Mhm.
Spielberg and
I see what John's saying, because like even Nolan's been around for a while too.
well, and even with Nolan, like he makes action movies, but the action is never the focus. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's making blockbuster
I mean,
dramas.
I'd put Spielberg in kind of the same category as that, though. Like his movies aren't typically nonstop action. Like this isn't a nonstop action movie. Like there's set
I
pieces.
I'd also say with Nolan, spectacle is a big focus of his movies.
Yeah, he likes scope,
Yeah.
which is a
Like
big
he
thing from
makes movies for
Spielberg.
IMAX.
Mhm. And then you have somebody like Christopher McQuarrie on the Mission Impossible movies, where I feel like his name isn't like that synonymous with those
I
other
also kind of
filmmakers. Yeah, he
forgot. I keep forgetting about him.
and like those are great looking movies, but that's the thing with them being the Tom Cruise show. It's like Tom Cruise is who you first think of when you think of
Yeah.
those movies, not who's behind the camera.
Well, and there
Yeah.
are other directors that I think could be there. They just I need to see more from them. Like I think Justin Lin could potentially do some great blockbusters.
Yeah,
Um,
I'd say Joseph Kaczynski could be getting up there because he did Top Gun Maverick, which was amazing, and he just put out F1, which is really good. Uh,
and I haven't seen either of those. Yeah, I love that. That's such a dick move, Gray.
this is such a good bit of comedy.
Adam Arch, I guess it depends on how you're categorizing it. What do we mean by blockbuster? And then real quick, because Dave asks, The Lost World or Batman and Robin? That is a legitimately difficult choice, and I don't know if it should be.
I'm going with
Batman
Lost
and
World.
Robin.
Yeah, I love both,
Different
but I gotta
movies.
go with The Lost World. No, I don't know if I've ever told you guys this. Batman and Robin is the first Batman movie I see.
I don't know if it's the first one I see, but it's one of the ones that I grow up with. Like I watched that movie on
Same.
VHS a
I
lot
had it on
as a
VHS
kid.
tape I got from Marsh's. Uh, Adam March, I mean, Cooler could qualify.
He's
Yeah, I
getting there.
mean,
Yeah.
he's getting there. But I, if I'm being objective, yes, It's hard. It's hard though because like both Black Panther movies have some really shoddy effects work.
There's some really bad CGI, and Black Panther, like, it's that in between where it's like half a Coogler, like it's half his movie and half a Marvel product, you know.
Well, we all know who
You
the
know, I do
best
like it a lot.
blockbuster director is. It's Mike Flanagan.
Give it to Flanagan, he can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Life of Chuck is such a thrilling action movie.
Yeah. That needs to come to digital. I want to see it so badly.
It's really
Me
good.
too.
It's really good.
Fuck you, Neon. Hurry up.
I don't know why this is the one they so fumbled the ball on distributing. Like, I don't know what
Don't.
happened.
Okay, remind me. Don't we also redo this whole thing in Dominion?
I think so. I
Robert,
haven't
were you
seen it
there
in a
with
while.
us when we watched that? Oh.
I wasn't there. I haven't seen Dominion
Adam
since
Arch
theaters.
their blockbusters, like Emmerich. Yeah, I mean that's why I made the clarification. Like if I'm saying objectively, then yeah, he's getting there. It's just the problem with his Marvel movies is the shoddy CGI. So like, but I don't know if that's a him problem or just the Marvel problem.
Hmm.
The end of Black Panther 1 looks like a PS3 cutscene.
Yeah.
This is a great bit of tension where she's just like flicking through the.
Mm-hmm.
And the lights changing colors, just such a great simple choice.
I think how we waited that long. I'm gonna come up there and get you. Um, I do think if Kenneth Branagh did more of them, he could be a good blockbuster director. I don't think the first Thor is
Yeah.
badly directed. It's just that's a
Well,
script thing.
he made Artemis Fowl. That counts for something.
I still haven't seen that. I like the books. I don't want to see that movie.
Oh, and here we got our great jump scare.
How did you get down here?
Ah,
Ah.
I wish my head wasn't so
Oh,
big.
I didn't realize she was screaming no.
No, no. Oh my god.
Did you fall for this the first time you saw it? Like before she turns around?
I don't remember what my reaction was.
The
Sorry,
raptor,
Sam Jackson.
the raptor peeling up the gate or the fencing is so cool.
So cool. I like the part when he's like got his little hands on it and he just pulls it off like. Eh.
Well, we haven't gotten my favorite
Yeah.
raptor. Mine's at the very end.
So I know some of the raptor stuff is in the book. Are they like the final climax bit in the book, and then they just get away and that's
I
it?
don't remember. I don't think it's as like linear
Drawn
as like
out.
a movie. Because the main thing I remember from the end is just the compies.
Yeah. And the compies are cut from this movie, I think, just for budgetary reasons. That's just a whole other complication, which is why they're in the second one. And as a kid, I thought the Dilophosaurus was really scary in this one.
This
And
this right here was like so cool to me, where he like unfolds the shotgun.
and his performance is great. This guy's
Clever
so
girl.
awesome.
They should have
That's my
killed
mom's favorite one.
Sadler, not this guy. Just saying.
Oh. And R.I.P. Bob Peck playing Muldoon here. He dies just a few years after this movie.
I know that
Oh.
name.
Oh. What else is he in?
You say Bob Peck?
Yeah, or Robert Peck. I don't know if I've seen him in anything outside of this.
I don't think I have either, but like that name sounds very familiar. He was in Bird of Prey 2.
The fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn.
Yeah. Oh, he's in the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles.
That's cool.
Yeah, I've not heard of anything else this guy has been in. Adam Arch Brandon knows how to do spectacle, even going back to his Shakespeare adaptations. I mean, I like his Frankenstein
Yeah.
a lot, minus that unfortunate line that we keep quoting.
You can quote it this time.
No, what was that line?
I don't remember, John. I think you probably know more than me. You can say it.
Say it.
Say it.
It's not in the file.
No, that's Exorcist 3.
Um,
Tim's hair sticking up is just such a great choice. I
they're really lucky somebody left all this food. Just sitting there.
run, Ellie.
From what? Yeah, I don't know, man. That when I see those two together, I think Spielberg is thinking like, oh, this is the traditional like couple of the
Romance,
film.
yeah. But it's like you said earlier, it's nice that it doesn't fall into those tropes or cliches, or you have the Tory argument.
This is
They
such a
really
cool
argue
shot
about
where
it
she's just
since
like holding
not
her
like kids.
jello, but it's also like, speak, like say something.
Hello.
Meanwhile, at the hide and go
Yes.
seek section of the movie,
The Fantabulous Emancipation of One John Hammond.
I would love to see John Hammond at the end of this movie on rollerblades in a big action scene
Yes.
with the bat.
so Spielberg kind of inadvertently creates one of the coolest like monster things with the claw and the tapping.
Yeah.
And we never do anything with it. Does that even come back in any of the sequels?
Kind of in 3 when they kill the weird guy from Bud.
Where
Where
they
they
set
like
a
stick the
trap?
claw. Yeah, when they stick the claw in his back. That's something.
These
Yeah,
puppets
because I
look so
remember
good.
I remember their role kind of getting diminished a little bit in each movie, and then the World trilogy just makes it all about raptors. Uh, but this is probably my second favorite scene overall. The like hide and go seek with the raptors.
Hmm.
Now, let me
Yeah,
ask you this: do you think they're actually looking for them, or they're just looking around and the kids happen to be stuck in there?
the latter probably would be more realistic. I don't know. They're just
I
kind of
like how
monsters
that
at this
one
point.
bites at him and then it was, hey.
Nah.
Also, the CGI is fine except for the tongue. When the second one opens its mouth, the tongue looks wonky.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is just more. It's just another example of how like the CGI looks. It doesn't look terrible, but it's aged a bit.
Yeah, but so much of this is puppets and
And the puppets
real
look
in
great.
camera stuff. Yeah.
Puppets look so good.
And I still maintain, say what you will about the movie, I don't think the effects of the series ever get better than Lost World. Like, everything they learned making this, I think they in the Lost World as far as the dinosaurs go. Like the CGI looks great, the puppets and
Yeah.
animatronics look great. The dinosaurs look so good in that movie.
I mean,
Adam
that's a
March, what do
pretty
you
good looking
mean?
movie.
Adam March says suddenly John is an expert on tongue CGI. What do you mean suddenly?
That's true.
He majored in tongue CGI at
Yeah.
Harvard University.
That's a ladle, you idiot. And then I also think the effects look good in 3 for the most part, but I feel like that has more of an awkward
That one is a noticeably
balancing
lower
of the
budget.
I don't think that's true. I actually think it's the most. I think that movie went over budget, but that's because they're making it while they're writing the script.
Raptors are dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 has a lot
Do
of
you guys
questions.
do you think that the Raptors would be smart enough to use a ladle?
Yeah. Well, I
I
mean,
kind of want to
I
see a rap.
watched the Jurassic World movies. They're apparently the smartest fucking creatures in existence.
Oh yeah, I mean, they can befriend humans.
Yeah, see, Tim lures that raptor into the freezer all by himself.
Yeah,
I
good job, Tim.
I do want to
I
see a
love the
raptor
way
cooking show.
I love the way
Ow!
she runs with like her arms outstretched like it's a
Screaming.
Scooby
It's so
Doo,
good.
and then she scares the shit out of him.
He has a heart attack.
John studied tongue CGI at South Harmon Institute of Technology. His beloved alma
Yeah.
mater. Shit.
Now, I will say what was the missed opportunity of this movie is when Tim gets electrocuted on the fence. It would be funny
To
if he was
kill
just
him.
if he was just a charred skeleton, and then like Grant's like wearing him on his back like a backpack, like Chewie and 3PO and Empire
Hey, Robert.
Strikes.
The door locks.
Ellie, the door locks. Oh my god,
Robert, this is just more evidence to the fact that you hate children. That you
no,
suggested that.
Tim's great. No, he's cool. Except for this scene. I love that. That's what's unfortunate. It's like John just praised a scene where Tim gets to take out a raptor, and then
Yeah.
here, Tim, give them the fucking gun. Help,
He's
do something.
he's so impressed by his
Listen,
sister's hacking
he has to.
skills.
He has to cheer her on. Okay.
This is like my mom loves this movie. This is the scene that always gets her yelling, where she's like, "Tim, pick up the gun, do
I
something."
mean, in his defense, Sadler could just go, "Hey Tim, give me the gun." Also, how strong are raptors? Like, are they really
Yeah,
stronger than him?
Yes.
they're pretty big.
Well, and it's funny too because here in a minute you're gonna hear one crash through the window.
Okay, that bit though always like when its hands come out the door, like does that physically work with the raptor's anatomy?
I don't
Like
think so.
I don't think so.
it's really
Because
funny.
that's the thing with dinosaurs is their arms don't seem very like turnable.
Yeah.
Adam Art's the same man who says Tim is great. Also says, wouldn't it be funny to have him be a charred corpse?
Yeah,
Yeah, Tim or Robert. Your name is
they
Tim
love it.
now.
Yeah, you're named after the character you hate.
Oh, then we're gonna have to name him Justin from Turbo Power
Yeah.
Rangers.
Yeah, how you doing, Justin? How's it going?
I don't answer by my slave name.
Okay, she said it's gonna cut through the glass with what?
And they scratch it.
And now we're on horror movie logics where they can't keep the weapon that would defend themselves against the movie monster.
Yep. Oh. Do you guys know about the bit when Lex's double like
Yes.
falls through the thing and she looks up and they had to CGI her face because the
Oh,
stunt double. Yeah, the
Oh
stunt
yeah.
double looked up right at the camera and they had a CGI like face on her
Watch for it when it happens.
when she falls through the thing.
oh yeah. I
Yeah.
couldn't really tell it was CGI, but
No,
I,
once you look
I,
for it, you can't unsee it.
that's like one of the Blade movies where they just CGI eyes onto Wesley Snipes' face because he wouldn't open his eyes, and it's horrifying.
So I asked about like how the climax was in the book earlier because I don't remember, but the original plan for this movie was the raptor chase scene was going to continue on the scaffolding here the with the bones or like whatever, and the original plan was this was the big climax of the movie, and the raptor, at least one of the raptors, gets like accidentally killed by like the big T-Rex skull. um so it's meant to be like this thematic thing where it's like all these science like are killed by the fossils. So I know it went as far as storyboarding, but they were like, yeah, that's not enough. We could do better. And then
Yeah.
they were like, pretty last minute, I think, like, fuck it, let's just have the T-Rex show up and kill it. You know what?
I'm
So-
glad that they made that decision because that sounds a little anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we passed. Did we? Yeah, my favorite
Yeah.
raptor is the idiot one that like peeks out of the plastic. Huh? So this is a Wikipedia summary, but it says here, Grant and Tim reboot the power to get the generators back on, and then Hammond is killed. Grant, Settler, Muldoon, and Gennaro find wild raptor nests and compare the eggs and figure out that raptors are attempting to migrate off the island. Malcolm then dies, so you're right, he doesn't die right away. And they're all evacuated by the Costa Rican Air Force. So it sounds like all of this is made up for the movie.
Yeah, and of course, the famous plot hole everyone complains
Yeah.
about. How do they not hear the T-Rex? How do you get through
yeah.
that door?
I was gonna bring that up since we were on the topic of cinema sins. That's
I don't
definitely
care.
in the video.
Who cares?
No, I know,
Robert,
who cares?
Tyler, Robert wants to kill the children even when they're not good. Just wait, you'll be ripping your hair out in the theater. I would pay
no.
good money to see Robert rip his hair out over a movie. Adam March, yeah, that was Blade Trinity. Snipes had just quit on the movie by that point. Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me that was Trinity. That's the one everyone hates.
We gotta do some Blade stuff. I don't know if you guys know this, but me and I think Nick was at that point. The review of Blade 1 and Underworld is still our highest viewed stream at like 45,000 views for some reason.
People love either Blade or Underworld or both.
Or both.
See, if this was a modern movie, it would be like a fake out happy ending, where then something would jump out and kill Hammond there. Go,
Well,
Like,
it's funny
credits.
because the movie kind of also, or the book also has kind of a like fake happy ending. Like, yeah, they all survive, but then they realize that there's animals getting off the island.
Yeah, the movie gives you the happy ending.
Well, it's interesting that Hammond dies, but Muldoon survives in the book. Muldoon is the hunter guy, which just proves that the book is better because it didn't kill Muldoon. That is the moral of this commentary.
Clever girl.
Oh look, Grant's ready to be a father now. He's cool with kids. Something we will not pay off.
Nope.
In the sequels.
Well, Noah's just like, yeah, they're just friends. Like, I don't understand flirting. That's awkward behavior.
Yeah. I thought that they were just friends. Did I misread the whole movie?
Friends with benefits, maybe.
Oh.
Noah, look, it's a bird. Remember when you was talking about
Just
birds
like
earlier?
dinosaurs.
They're still alive.
And I mentioned this with Jaws, but we haven't talked about it. Another just iconic theme. You hear it, you know what it's from. Is this also John Williams? Yeah.
How did we go the whole movie without bringing up John Williams? That's crazy.
I blame you, Noah.
I should have brought it up.
Oh no, this movie was produced by Kathleen Kennedy.
Well,
it's almost like she's been working in the business for decades.
And Tyler and Adam Archer are both saying that just Blade has that draw. Blade 2 is Cap's like one of his highest viewed videos. We gotta do it. Have you guys seen those movies?
I've seen the first two Blades. I still haven't seen Trinity.
I've seen the first Blade. I want to watch
Robert,
two.
I can't wait. I can't
Del
wait to make
Toro.
you watch Trinity. That movie is.
Have you ever covered it on the channel?
We've only done the first one. That's what I was saying, because the first one got us an insane amount of views, and then we just never followed up on
it. Noah, what are some other thoughts you have on this movie? I feel like you didn't talk a lot.
Oh, I mean,
Noah's like, I hate this movie. It's not Jaws.
I hate this movie. I've been lying this whole time. No, I mean this movie, it's perfect. Like the script is perfect, the performances are perfect. I love all the characters. I don't know how it plays in the book, but I really like how they characterize Hammond in this movie because he's very likable but very flawed. Um,
Well,
yeah,
Noah, I don't know if you caught this in the movie, but he spared no expense.
he spared no expense. Yeah, I just feel like, and I don't, like I said, I haven't read the book, so I don't know how it plays, but I just feel like he's a way less interesting character if he's just typical
But
Evil.
corrupt businessman.
so, because I don't disagree, but the book is doing something very different. The book isn't trying to be like an adventure book or like a teen, a family story. It's very much about the science and the science going wrong. That's what Crichton cares about. So when you get
Mhm.
someone like Spielberg, he turns it into like a family picture.
Mhm.
Uh, Noah Adam March wants to know how accurate was the wiki.
Pretty accurate. I mean, it didn't buffer this whole time. I still synced up with the other guys, so it's a
How
good
many
wiki.
times? How many times did you read it in the like hour and a half, 2 hours that movie is?
I read it really slowly,
Uh,
so I was
What?
just sounding out the words at like uh 1 second.
uh,
what is this font? Is it like the Flintstones movie?
so Tyler says Rebirth has a great score. Noah, do you agree or disagree?
I disagree.
Oh,
They barely used the Jurassic Park theme in that movie.
Oh,
okay,
because
but
how dare a
that's
sequel use its own original music?
okay. But Noah, is the music actually good, or are you just saying that because they didn't use the theme?
I don't remember the music. But
Uh,
there's a lot of moments in that movie where I'm like, why are they not using the Jurassic Park theme here? Why are they using it in this conversation, this dialogue scene, and not where the dinosaurs show up?
Hayden says, "Oh look, the only good movie in this franchise." You are wrong, sir. They
Yes.
made three good
No, he's right.
movies. They're called Jurassic Park, The Lost World, and Jurassic Park 3. No, I'm
Nope.
gonna make you watch The Lost World one of these days. You'll
I've
see
seen
you're
it.
wrong. I'm gonna make you watch it again.
I don't need to watch it again.
You do. You really do, Brian. So I bring that up because I googled it, and Wikipedia says the music was by Alexander Desplat.
I think he was
Uh,
the
Oh,
last two Harry Potters.
he
I
does the
actually like that composer. Now I feel bad.
Yeah. Yeah, you asshole.
he does the last two Harry Potters. Um, he did Godzilla, the
That's a good
2014
score.
one. He did The
He
Shape of
was
Water.
he was gonna do Rogue One, but then he was replaced with Giacchino.
Oh.
Oh.
That's just
Uh,
a random
he
fact I
did
remembered.
he did Pinocchio, the Del Toro Pinocchio, and it looks like he's doing the Del Toro Frankenstein. So it looks like he's like a Del Toro and Edwards regular.
Gareth Edwards.
And he's also worked with
Um,
like George Clooney. I didn't know George Clooney even directed movies, but
yeah. Yep. He I love his score for Fantastic Mr. Fox, so now I feel bad
trash
shitting
movie.
on him. What are you talking about? You like that movie.
Yeah, I know.
One other thing I want to show you guys. I got this at Universal Studios. This is for the 30th anniversary. Got a couple pins. Pretty cool. I like the JP logo. Look, it's a little
Yeah.
raptor.
Hey, and
Yeah,
It's a
it's also
baby
the JP
raptor.
logo from the book,
yeah,
just with a 30
Yeah.
on it.
it's awesome.
Funnily enough, Robert, when I was looking for like what to do with the thumbnail for this,
Mhm.
originally I was just gonna put like the logo on there, but it kind of took away from it. But that 30th anniversary logo was one of the ones that I saw on Google.
Yeah,
Um,
I think that's like the original teaser poster. I think the first poster was yellow instead of red, and then the main poster
I kind
was
of
like the
wish they'd
red look we
stuck
all
with
know.
the yellow and then did the red for Lost World.
Good call. Yeah, I like both.
Tyler, that makes sense. Gareth Edwards directed the 2014 Godzilla movie. That is correct. Tyler says he likes the opening theme. They only use the Jurassic Park scene like 2 to 3 times. They only use the Jurassic Park scene in a Jurassic World movie? No.
Well, they use a lot of Jurassic Park scenes. There's a few different homages to the original, I'll just say.
Tyler says George Clooney made a great film called Good Night and Good Luck. Yeah, I think that's actually one of the movies on here that it says he composed. Oh no, this guy worked with Roman Polanski. Oof.
All right, entire filmography canceled.
Adam Arch says Robert with the synergy. You know what? Give Noah credit for this. This was his idea. He was like, "Hey, there's a new Jurassic World movie coming out. We should do a Jurassic Park commentary." And we were like, "Oh,
You.
yeah, okay."
I was the one that said there's a new Jurassic Park movie coming out. Let's do Jurassic Park 3. And then you guys were like, I don't want to do that. And then we decided to do Jurassic Park 1. This was my idea.
It was Noah's idea to do Jurassic Park.
It was my idea to do Jurassic Park 1 because number one, I think you suggested we do 3 after Jaws, and it was like, Jaws is already a 2-hour-long movie. Plus, I'd rather do the first one than 3. I think it's a bigger priority. Anyway,
we'll get to 3.
It's a
we will get
theme.
to 3.
It's a typo. I know it was a typo, Tyler. I'm just joking around. Adam March, there goes John taking credit. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. I'm taking credit. It's my idea.
It was all of our ideas.
All right. If you were watching after the fact, thank you very much, and be sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this video, and check out our Patreon in the description. Robert, what's so funny?
I was just reading Adam March's comment.
Oh no. This isn't Power Rangers. We know. Oh, whatever. Robert and I are going to start a Power Rangers channel. I'm going to make him watch all of Turbo.
Oh no.
And yes, Justin is a main character in the whole show.
No.
If you're watching live, thanks for hanging out. We will be back Sunday. I assume Robert will be there, so we're going to play Resident Evil 4. And then Thursday is up in the air. We'll see. And then Friday we're doing 13 Ghosts.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Ghosts double feature.
Yeah, we're doing.
I gotta make sure I watch that.
Yeah, you bastard. Oh, Adam Arch says the dream present for me is the Barbasol Jurassic World tie-in. No.
I do think it was a missed opportunity that at no point when you were a kid did your dad just gift wrap a Barbasol can for you and was like, "Hey, this is one of the props they used in the Jurassic Park movie. Here you go."
That's true. That would have been
I love
peak.
that idea.
Adam Arch, why are you making shit up about me in Discord? Anyway, have a good night, everybody. We'll be back Sunday, and thanks for hanging out.
See ya.